Here we go now.
Hey, y'all. Welcome. All right, enough of that. Happy Friday, right? Black Friday. Yes, it's Black Friday. Hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Just make sure everything. Can you see me, hear me, all the good things? Let me just double check because I'm streaming directly from StreamYard today because it is a dating live. You guys have been asking for the dating live for weeks now, and it's been a few months since we've done a dating live. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's where you guys call in and ask questions, share your stories. We try to provide some help. We've had experts come through. We will bring more experts back here on the channel to help you with your sad single selves. I'm saying that like I'm in a relationship. Oh, look. Hold on. Tiny violin time. One time for us. We're like Brittany Bateman from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. No, we're not. We're not that sad and pitiful and lonely. But of course, we always have to mix. If you're new to the channel, we always have to mix hot topics to relate to some of the things that are going on. I will first say this. If you're a member of the channel, I've already dropped the call link for you guys. You will have first access, but I will drop the call-in link for the general audience in a few. But if you're a member, I have already dropped the call-in link on the post tab is what they call it now. It used to be called the community tab, but now it's called the post tab. Just some rules, though. We listen and we don't judge. I know we usually say that facetiously, but no, we need to create a safe space here for everyone, and trigger warnings, because some of these dating stories and relationship things that will be discussed might be triggering to you. And if you're not in the right headspace, this might not be the live for you right now, maybe later. We will also be posting the audio of this on the Kempire podcast, so make sure you subscribe to that as well. Shout out to our King's Guards in the chat. We see them. Thank you to everyone watching on Twitch. I see you guys as well. We're only live on Twitch, YouTube, and on X. So shout out to everyone on X. Feel free to chime in. You can become a member if you want access right now to the call-in link by going to teamkempire.com/join. And if you're a member of the channel, you also got a special Black Friday deal that's going on at the houseofkempire.com. That's houseofkempire.com if you want to get a special discount. But shout out to those of you that aren't members. You also get a special discount in honor of Black Friday. So all of that's available on the post tab as well. All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I see you guys. We will get into it. So first of all, one of the hot topics that we talked about yesterday had to do with Ray J. So Ray J has been all over the news yesterday because Ray J was arrested. Arrested for making criminal threats to Princess Love, his estranged wife. I don't know why they're not divorced, but they're not. But Ray J happened to be on Twitch. He's now officially banned from Twitch because he was seen with the pow, pow, pow and threatening people on the live stream. Mind you, Ray J's out. Ray, I don't know. I know we all figured that he would end up staying in jail for the weekend, but Whack 100, his manager, got him out. A lot of you weren't surprised that Ray J made threats or the fact that Princess Love said that he's a woman abuser, because we all saw him dunk her in a pool years ago on Love and Hip Hop. We all saw that. But I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more. Even just here's the thing: when you say someone that's a woman abuser, it doesn't automatically mean that they're hitting them. She didn't say whether or not it was hitting, or there's other forms of abuse. But the bigger issue that happened on Thanksgiving morning, she came out and we did a separate video. So for those that may have missed it, we do have separate videos that go in depth to the story and what went down. But she's basically saying that the reason why she took her kids out of there was because Ray J had pow pow pows just sitting around the house. And then when they got into this heated conversation, he threatened her with a pow pow pow. And then he denied it. But then when the cousin came in, her cousin's husband came in and they were scuffling, he said, I will pow 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 you. Princess Love then went on social media and tried to clear up the story and said that she's tired of dealing with Ray J. She's been dealing with this for a very long time. She's a very good mother. She's very active in her children's lives. And she also said that it's really just her taking care of the kids while he's gallivanting around the country doing whatever he wants to do. She's the one taking care of the kids. And she said that he needs to go to rehab. I think we all sort of suspected, but this was the first time someone close in the situation confirmed that there might be a substance abuse problem. I just find it so interesting that Ray J is crashing out this way at his big age. Because my thing is, like, this type of behavior you think would have happened when he was in his 20s. And look, I know he's been a troll all his life, but I feel like the trolling and the substance abuse seems like it's at an all-time high. Maybe there was always substances from the past, because you remember they used to say that he was Whitney Houston's runner, allegedly. Getting high off your own supply? Allegedly. All right. Winter says that he needs a serious intervention. I agree. I definitely agree. But we've been saying that. You also know that the Kardashians are suing Ray J. They're suing him for defamation. He's now countersuing them. We didn't even cover that story. We covered this particular story just because of the serious nature. And the reason why I'm talking about it during our dating live is because this is about toxic relationships. And my biggest concern, here's the thing, and I saw some of you guys in the comment section of my last video that I posted this morning. A lot of you were saying that Princess Love is just as bad and she's just as toxic. And if you watch my video, I said, at what point is she going to put a kibosh on this? She needs to go to court. She might be the best parent in regards to this situation, but whatever you guys have in verbal agreement, whatever, it's not going to work, especially if he's having pow pow pows just sitting around. But this is very similar. I know they're celebrities and we're talking about them because they're public figures, but I know some of you, or you know someone or some people that are in toxic relationships like this. And the holiday brings out this level of toxicity. I just saw, I think it was on the Neighborhood Talks page, where a young lady went on her TikTok. Oh, please hold on, y'all. I forgot to turn off my notifications. And mind you, no one ever usually calls me. Let me turn off my notifications. In regards to this situation with Princess Love, I was saying that I feel like she needs to go to court. She needs to put her foot down legally to protect her children. She needs to get sole custody. And look, we could see from social media that Ray J is rarely around his children. He's too busy on Twitch and going on other people's live streams. So I don't know. All right. So that was one of the stories that I wanted to talk about this evening in regards to dating and the advice that you would give to a Princess Love, because I think Princess Love also needs to be in counseling, because there's a reason why you decided to stay in this relationship for as long as you have. You're still married to this man. You still decided, I guess, despite everything that Ray J has done, you said you wanted to have a nice Thanksgiving. You decided you would go spend Thanksgiving with him, maybe so that kids could be around him. But what you're describing is such toxic behavior. I don't know how many chances you're going to give Ray J. And the amount of times that these two have filed for divorce and never gotten the divorce. And then some of people have said, okay, what involvement does Brandy or Sonia Norwood have in? Because some people say that Sonia babies him, and that's why he is the way that he is. And maybe the reason why Princess Love hasn't divorced him or hasn't sought sole legal custody is because of the family. We don't know. This is all speculation. But a lot of people are going through similar situations like this. A lot of people. Funke says that I think both are mentally unstable. I don't know if I would say both are mentally unstable, because clearly there's definitely one of them that's the better parent and very much involved. And we don't see necessarily how involved Princess Love is, but we don't really see Princess Love with her kid, with other people, with her kids. She's not like a Krishan Rock. If we're going to be honest, sidebar, Krishan decided to come on social media and try and be holier than thou than Ray J. Girl, you need to sit down and think about your own self. But anyway, DB says, dump him. DB says Ray J's been a problem. Hey, Orange. Yes, we are live. This is our dating live. You guys have been asking for our dating live, and we're here. So we're talking about toxic relationships. But we're not just going to talk about toxic relationships, because I also want to talk about this couple. Hold on. Okay, yes, I know Candy and Todd announced that they're getting a divorce, but it seems as if it's very amicable. As you know, it was just this past week that their daughter Blaze was celebrating her birthday, and they celebrated it together. So a lot of you thought that they were calling off the divorce. No, the divorce is still on. They've been separated apparently since July. Yeah. Then Candy posted this big family photo. Everyone was there. Even Kayla, Todd's daughter, was there for the Thanksgiving feast. But Todd wasn't in the photo, so everyone was like, oh, damn, Todd's already not included. But a lot of people pointed out, oh, thank goodness Kayla was there. Kayla is ingrained. You have to remember, we're talking about a 14, almost 15-year relationship between Candy and Todd. So that means Candy has known Kayla since 15 years. How old is Kayla now? She's not even 30 yet. So she's known her a long time. So, but here's the thing. Candy wanted to make sure that you understood, because in the comment section, she had to make it clear Todd did enjoy Thanksgiving with them. He just left early, so he wasn't in the photo. Because a lot of people are like, oh, damn, Todd is not in the photo. It's already starting. It's already starting. It's already starting. Elizabeth said it's called parenting. Yeah, they're co-parenting. They are co-parenting. So Roger, who's watching on Twitch, says, I would have turned off the comments. Well, Candy cleared it up. Candy says that Todd was actually there for Thanksgiving. Everyone was there, including Aunt Bertha was there. Why did people zoom in? People zoomed in on Mama Joyce, because everyone is saying that Mama Joyce is so happy about this divorce because she's been the one who's called it. But this is another element of relationships that we could talk about tonight. When the mother-in-law is too involved. And is that the reason for this divorce? I don't think that's the reason for this divorce, guys. Because if Mama Joyce was the reason, they wouldn't have even gotten married. They wouldn't have lasted for 11 years. Let's be honest. And I already told you what the streets have been saying, according to my sources, as to the reason of this divorce. And it wasn't Mama Joyce. Or look, I don't even know. You know, we recapped season 6 recently here on the channel. And I was like, I don't know how Todd did it. I don't know how he did it, but he did. He did. And he did it for 11 years. He secured the bag. And I'm playing. Oh, he secured the bag. It's funny because it's true. So these are so many different elements of relationships that we could be talking about this evening. But it seems as if everyone's getting along, which made me stumble upon the Maoris. So Tia posted on her social media not only, because we can even talk about Tia reuniting with Tamara, because there have been rumors that their relationship has been rocky, but they have reunited recently, I think in New York. I think they're working on a project together. And they recently reunited here in New York. And it seemed as if they all came together for Thanksgiving, even all the siblings. But this photo stood out to me because Corey Hardrake was also there for Thanksgiving. And they took a photo together. So they're co-parenting. Look, I love to see it. This is good news, right? Corey looking kind of fine. He's in these streets. Corey is in these streets. Okay. Corey said, I'm gonna look hot in this photo. He look good though. They both look good. Come on, these are 40-something-year-old people. This is not your average 40-something. Remember what the 40-somethings used to look like? This is 40-something right there. Okay? They look great. I know they feeling it. They look good in pictures, but at night it's like, oh, aches. Oh. I'm speaking from experience. Look good, but then you still feel it. You feel it. 'Cause, I just hit the gym a little bit early. I might feel it later. I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. We're feeling it. Come on, right? Please tell me it gets better. For those that are in the 50s, 60s, does it get better or does it worse? Worse? Damn. One time, look. Let me grab the tiny violin again. Hold on. One time for us, okay? One time for us. Let's go. It's all right. So I love seeing, because it was Thanksgiving yesterday. I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I love seeing relationships, the co-parenting, healthy co-parenting. Look, we cover the Tia and Corey divorce. The way that they finalized their divorce and some of the stipulations within a divorce makes complete sense as to why they're able to co-parent amicably. But it still takes two mature adults to do it. And that is my hope for Todd and Candy as well, that they could do it. So Candy, if you're watching this, because I know you watch, girl. Hey, girl. I would get the same details that Tia. Reach out to Tia. You're going through a divorce. And sometimes these other divorcees, they reach out to each other like, girl, I heard about what's going on. If you need any advice, I can help you. If you are see, this is another thing that we could talk about tonight. Divorcees. Are you recently divorced? Are you wondering, do you need advice for that? There's so many things that we could talk about this evening. The call-in link is open for members. You can find that on the post tab. Live chat. Mods, can you let me know how many likes that we've gotten to? Because then I will drop, once we get to 100 likes, I'll drop the call link for the general audience, for those that want to call in, share their thoughts, share updates. I know I did not give you guys a heads up. So some of you that are watching the replay are like, man, I'm mad that I missed this. Sorry, I got to do it when I have time. Y'all lucky I'm doing this. It's a holiday weekend. I should be relaxing. But no, here I am. Here I is. Before we get to the callers, again, don't forget you can hear this and many other episodes, special episodes like the one I just dropped, where I put together a bunch of hot topics, including this Ray J story. And Stacy from the Real Housewives of Potomac has been vindicated, so you can get to hear my thoughts on that. Be sure to check out that on the Kempire podcast. You can also scan the QR code. See the QR code here for those that are watching on all the different platforms. You can hit the QR code and you can find whatever link that you need for the Kempire podcast. Okay. All right. The other relationship that I want to talk about before we get to the callers. All right. Again, members, I've dropped the call-in link. I see we got a couple members backstage that want to call in and share their thoughts. I don't think this is going to be a 5-hour live, but I say that now, then all of a sudden people start calling in. Okay. Which is fine. Oh, we have 157 likes? Okay, excuse me. Well, let's get to 200 likes and I'll drop the call-in link for the general audience. Apologies. Okay, I appreciate you guys coming in and immediately liking. All right. So the other relationship that has debuted this holiday weekend is Portia and her stud Shay. Yes, there have been reports on who the person was, because remember Portia recently did like some sort of live event and she talked about dating and she was like, I'm dating men and women. And I already told you, I was like, I already heard what her storyline was going to be this season. And what I heard, it was more leaning towards her dating a woman. Portia's is not new to women. Okay. She's never really dated a woman, at least to our knowledge. I'm sure she'll talk about that this season. But do you think it's authentic? Do you think that it's real? Well, we had a couple more photos for you. She got a real stud right there. I know Simon is mad as hell that these two are in his home. In love finally. I know he's mad as hell. Look at this. All over your floor. They're all in your bed too, Simon. All in your bed. having all kinds of you know what.
That's really upsetting to me, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't say that.
Poor behavior.
Poor Simon. Woo, 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 Simon.
Poor behavior.
This just,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
sorry, Simon. All in your bed, Simon. The bed that you guys shared. Scamming each other. And now she's got her stud. She's got a real one. Okay. I have to say, Shay is cute, right? If you know, it might make you think about a few things. Look at the teeth. Shay, do not let her do what she did to Simon. Don't let her go change your teeth. Your teeth are perfect. We don't need you to get horse teeth to match Portia's. Okay, please don't. No, keep those teeth that you got, Shay. Beautiful skin. Shay's cute, right? That's a stud. Okay. I don't look. Portia's beautiful too. Don't get me wrong. Portia's gorgeous. She looks real happy. Or is this a rebound? We have to remember Portia just got out of a relationship. How long has it been since Portia announced her divorce? I guess it's been a year. Well, maybe no. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. All right. I'm here for it. Good for you, Portia. Portia, I still got to see it though. You know how you blocked me on Instagram again? I still got to see the photos because people are going to share the photos. Like almost instantly, people were sharing the photos. Cute. Clearly, this is going to be a part of her storyline this season. We shall see if it's even interesting or worth talking about. I'm going to be watching and talking about it, and I'll let you know if I feel like it's real or it's just a rebound. Because Portia's also the one that was talking about how homosexuality was wrong. Remember those old clips? I know it's old clips, but remember she was also that one. So she might have a little bit of residual phobia in her. And this is new for her. And you know how I feel about the Johnny come lately lesbians. Can we talk about it? I'll say it. Some of these ladies, Kyle, some of these ladies want to dip their toe in the lady pond. And then when the right man with the right pocket, you know, Portia, you know, all of a sudden, not gay anymore. So I don't know if I 100% believe that Portia is bisexual. I much rather see her be bisexual this season than what we're seeing with Ashley Darby, if I'm going to be honest with you. I much rather see Portia be a lesbian than Ashley or Kyle. Did you guys see the clip for the first 7 minutes of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? I am going to miss Garcelle's confessionals because the confessionals are not giving what they think they're giving. The cheesy music and the intro walking and things like that. I will give Beverly Hills that. It looks like high quality cinematography. However, I was just like the first 7 minutes, I was a little bored. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I'm still going to give it a watch. I can't promise I'm going to recap it though. I'm not sure yet. If I love it, I will talk about it. But that's me. Anyway, so for those that are just joining us, I am mixing some hot topics, but we're talking about relationships. If you remember the channel, I've already dropped the call link on the post tab. Live chat, have we hit our goal? Oh, we did. Look at y'all. So I'm going to drop the call in link for Twitch first. No, I'm going to drop the call link for everyone to call in and share their thoughts or ask your questions about relationships or bring up a hot topic for us just to dig into for tonight's dating live. And like I said, I'm not going to be here long, but just long enough. Okay. Just because it's a Friday night, I have a hot date. Not. I've been running around all day. I need to relax. Okay. All right. Foxy says, I'm not excited at all for the new season of RHBH. Yeah. Speaking of which, I wonder how Garcelle's happy belated birthday, Garcelle. I wonder how her relationship with that Goodwill executive is doing. I wonder. Hey, Miss Parker says, hey, y'all, didn't see the notification until now. It's okay. We just started. I mean, I've been talking. For how long have I been talking, y'all? 24 minutes. But it was all hot topics. We didn't get into the juiciness of everyone's stories. Okay. And for those that are calling in, just be mindful of, your words, and we're recording this. So it will be regurgitated to the rest of social media. So you're calling in of your own free will. But as an audience, trigger warning, because I'm sure some of these personal stories might be triggering. But also, we listen and we don't judge, at least not publicly. When we get off of here and we keep keying with each other, do you hear that story about that person? Right. I couldn't believe it. She did that? Why she do that? She's still with that man? Shoot. I can't believe she told us that. Right? OMG. But we won't do that in front of them. I know sometimes my facial expressions, I can't control it. So I apologize in advance. I can't control my facial expressions, but please understand I'm doing this because you guys asked me to do it. Okay. You asked me to do this dating live. So obviously, even with my little judgmental facial expressions, you still want to call in and share your thoughts. Okay. All right. Let me pin the call link on the chat here. Hold on, y'all. Let me do that. All right. And keep liking the video, guys, if you haven't already. We do have a couple of members that are backstage that want to call in. So I'm going to bring up Lee, who's been waiting so patiently behind the scenes. Lee, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I just had some leftovers. Leftovers are so good.
I know that's right.
What about you? What did you do?
So I actually stayed the night over my parents' house in Jersey, and then me and my mom we cooked all day, and then we
Oh,
passed out again. So I will
what you
say
guys
that's a
make?
success. What'd you say?
What did you guys make?
Soul food.
Mm.
We're from North Carolina. My family's from North Carolina, so a bunch of soul food. No fried chicken, but we did do smothered barbecue chicken.
Oh,
Yeah. No turkey because nobody in my family eats turkey like that. So we just had chicken as the main. Yeah.
yeah. So if I fall asleep here, y'all had a little turkey before.
I'm not mad at you.
It was good though. Anyway, so Lee, what's going on? It's been a while since we've done a dating live, but you have
Oh
called in
my
before.
gosh. Yes. So actually, I think it's been almost about a year since the last time I called in. And yeah, for a dating live.
Yeah.
So let me just recap my year. I lost 120 pounds.
What? Hold
Yes.
on. Good
And
for
clap, clap,
you.
clap. But yeah, so thank you so much. Um, so actually that kind of brings me into why I called in.
Okay.
So I have called in about my dating experience in the past. But the main dating experience was this toxic relationship I was in with my ex.
Mm,
It was so bad. He was actually cheating on me most of the time.
whoa.
And even though I knew, it was so hard for me to let go of the idea that he could be better to me. Like it was so hard to let go of what the potential of this man, if that makes sense. This
Oh.
is when I was young, like
Well,
mid
can I ask you a
20s.
couple questions before you continue?
Yeah.
How long were you in the relationship for?
So we were dating for 2 years, but I've known him since I was 12.
How old are you now?
I'm 31.
Whoa. And when did you guys
Right.
break up?
We broke up at the end of COVID, so like 2021.
Mm,
Yeah, and actually I've been single ever since. Like I've dated, of course, like very lightly dated, but it's been very hard for me to actually commit to dating somebody just because of what I've been through. So
mm,
I'm a Scorpio. You already know our trust issues are sky high. But it's something I've been working through in therapy, and
mm.
I've been wanting to actually maybe get like a little boo thing.
Oh, so
I
now you feel like you're ready.
I feel like I'm never gonna be 100% ready. But I feel like 85%. Like,
I love that you're honest, because I think so many
yeah.
people think they have to be 100. It's also like when people talk about having children, like I have to feel ready to have children. You're never going to feel ready for that.
Right, exactly.
So I'm glad that you know that you don't 100% feel ready, but you are like, I just have to put myself out there.
Right. Like I feel like, I could dip my toe in the dating pool. Now, I did hear that the dating pool, you know, It's a little,
What?
um, I heard that the dating pool has a little toxin in it, if you know what I
Little
mean.
Ray J in it?
Just a little Ray J in it.
Hmm.
A little Simon Gobadia too, a little Danish deception.
Oh, oh, we will get into dating deception maybe on another live, y'all.
Yes, that's a whole nother life. But so of course, all that I just feel like it is my fear and anxiety, talking to me of like, okay, well, if you date again, then what ifs, all the what ifs, like, what if he's this? What if he's that? What if, but it's
What if
never the
he's
positive.
amazing? What if he's the one? What if he teaches
Exactly.
you the best lessons that you ever needed to learn? That's the problem. We
Exactly.
don't we don't we don't go to the good what ifs.
Right. Exactly. We always let the negative, stop. And honestly, okay, if it don't work out, it doesn't work out. This one advice that somebody gave me actually when I first started dating my ex, I was working at Dress Barn and all the sales associates, they were much older than me. I was like mid 20s, but they were like at least 50 and up.
Mm.
So they like really took me underneath their wing and I told them like my ex is coming. I'm gonna cook him dinner, but like, what if he doesn't show up? And
Oh, wait, so he
my
was your ex
coworker,
at the time?
yes,
Oh,
that ex, yeah. So I was even before we started dating, I was apprehensive about him.
wow.
Yeah, and so my coworker said, if he doesn't show up, then you eat the dinner. And that's always just stuck in my mind. Like, if it doesn't work out, you still move on. You
Yeah.
still do what you want to do, if
Mm,
that makes sense. And that just kind of always stuck to me. So anytime like now I'm apprehensive, that her words have been like popping up in my head. Like, you
mm,
still eat the dinner. You still go out. If a man cancels on you, still go out. Who says that you can't still go?
yeah. It's
Who
true.
says that you can't still enjoy your day even though, it didn't work out the way you wanted it to?
Yeah.
So, that's just my little advice. But I'm really nervous, but I'm gonna do it. I downloaded the app.
Okay, okay, let's talk about that. So what are you doing to prepare yourself? Because you're in therapy, which I think is amazing because I
Thank
think that's
you.
the healthiest thing that a lot of people do not do. You lost weight, which is great for you. I'm sure it's great for your health. It's great for your self-esteem. So okay, so now you're on an app. Do you want to share what app you're on? Because you never
Well,
know. We do have heterosexual men that are watching.
okay, hey. You
She said,
I'll be
"Hey."
in the chat. So I downloaded Duet.
Oh,
I've been on Bumble and I've been on Hinge before. And I've been on like Black. I've been on Black People Meet.
mm,
I've been on all of them like in my like late 20s.
mhm.
But now I'm thinking like I'm thinking maybe something different. I haven't tried Bumble. I mean, I have tried Bumble. I have tried Hinge and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Um, so maybe,
But remember, your energy was different then. Your
that's so
energy is different
true.
now.
That is so true. So you never know. I mean, my cousin just got, well, he didn't just get married. He probably has been married for like 2 years.
Oh, you're
But him
familiar
and
with
his
them.
wife, yes, him and his wife have met on a dating app and
Mm,
they have twins now. They like own a house together. So it could work. It's
wow.
it's not impossible,
No.
if you meet the right person who's serious. I feel like, it could happen.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Roger says, "Don't limit yourself when dating outside of your race." D
Oh,
do
finger
you
tap to that.
like a list of things that you're looking for in a relationship?
You know, I'm looking for a man that is generous. I'm looking for one who is thoughtful, someone who is considerate.
You know,
Um,
when
you,
you say generous, what that means for
yeah,
you?
I really do believe that if a man is generous, he will treat you right. And I'm not just talking like money wise, I'm
Mhm,
talking about just like compassion. Like if you see somebody that's struggling, help them out. Me, I'm a youth
mm,
cheer coach. I don't get paid for it. I volunteer a lot of my time. I spend a lot of my money on it, but it's
mm,
something that I'm passionate about giving back to the youth
mm.
athletes. And I would love that from, a man too, if he's passionate about something that doesn't necessarily bring in income. I
Hmm.
feel like, if you're generous that way, that's very attractive.
Yeah.
Somebody who's, intelligent, can hold a conversation, not texting you every 5 minutes, what you doing, what you doing, what you doing. Like,
Mm.
boy, I'm at work, what you doing, you know?
Shouldn't you be working?
Right? Shouldn't you be working? But yeah, those are my, like, just somebody who's nice. Like, I don't want to be dealing with the phony balonies of the world anymore. I'm
Mm,
over it, Somebody
mhm,
nice and who has good intentions for me, but also for himself too, because I feel like when a man respects himself, he just carries himself, you know, like he's king, and I just kind of that's very attractive.
mm.
Yeah.
Because I know you say you're in therapy.
Mhm.
What has your therapist? You don't have to share this if you don't feel comfortable sharing this. What has your therapist said in regards to you now deciding to date? Like, what is their advice?
Oh, so my therapist, Ashley, hey girl, um, she has been trying to get me to date for years. It's been 4 years since I've been in therapy. She has been
Good.
saying, like, yeah, she's like saying, well, why don't you try it? Why don't you try it? And it was always those negative thoughts, like, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if, I lose my peace trying to, secure the man and blah, blah. And it's only now that I'm realizing that I'm comfortable with myself. If it doesn't work out, that I'm going to be okay. If I'm forever alone, I will be okay.
Mm,
But now that I'm in this space, that, like, I'm adventurous right now, so I want to try it. If I end up being single forever, that's fine. But if I end up being married, hey, that was the goal.
bonus.
So yeah, I feel like she's gonna, well, one, I have not told her that I downloaded the app. So when I tell her, I think she's gonna be very supportive, and I'm
Well, this
really
is like
glad that I
very,
have.
very new.
Yes.
You're telling us before you tell your therapist.
Yeah, she's not gonna be mad though. She's cool. She's cool.
I mean, I hope she wouldn't get mad. She's a therapist.
Yeah.
I'd be a little too
She's
invested if
cool.
she got
So
mad.
but I think, and I'm glad that I have somebody like her that really understands me from, like, soups to nuts. Like, she
Mm,
understands me to really guide me in this process. So if anybody's out there, that, like, your therapist should know you. Like,
mm.
yeah, and understand you too. Like, she does not criticize me, but she does lay down when I'm out of pocket. She does, she does know how to reel it back in. So I'm really thankful for a therapist like her.
And I love the fact that you're in therapy and that you're talking about therapy because I think we still, especially as a community, need to normalize like this is good. This is not necessarily something that should be what's the word negative or anything like that. I think it's fantastic. I'm glad that you've been in therapy even before you decided that okay, I'm going to get into a relationship. You're like, no, I need to heal myself first. I also
Yeah.
love the fact that you said that. What was the thing that you said that stood out to me in regards to? Oh my god, I can't remember. 40-year-old brain.
Yeah.
But I thought about it as you were saying. Now it's gone out of my brain. Was there anything else that you wanted to share or ask or?
You know, honestly, I'm just really thankful for this year. It's been like ups and downs. And if anybody is struggling just with, self-esteem or trust issues, just want them to know that it does get better. And if, I'm grateful for you too, because you've created such a community that when I first started calling into your channel, I used to shake with such anxiety.
Um,
Yes, because I'm not used to expressing my feelings and my emotions, even my thoughts. I'm not used to expressing that. But
mm,
calling into your channel has really grown my confidence. So yes, I lost 120 pounds, but being able to be a part of, like, a community like yours, where I'm able to just talk freely, no judgment, has really, like, has really pushed me to that type of limit.
I love
So
that.
I would just say, like, find your community, find your therapist, and get back out there.
Mm, amen. Lee, thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story. And you have to call us back when you're out there and you're dating and things like that. It's a process. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. A reminder to those that are getting into therapy. Sometimes you find your therapist. It's very much like dating. Sometimes you find the therapist that you want to work with, and sometimes it takes going through a few different therapists. So don't feel like, because that might be part of the things that you need to work on. Telling people no.
Yes.
If the therapist, you don't feel comfortable with a therapist, or you're something in you is saying, "Oh, I don't know about this person," go find yourself another therapist.
Yes, 100%. I went through 2 therapists before I found my Ashley, so
Hmm. All right, now
it's 100%.
not you doxing Ashley.
Imma send this to her. She's gonna be like, "Girl," but more clients maybe, I don't know.
Look, well, we appreciate you calling. I hope you have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you. You guys take care.
You
See y'all
too.
in chat.
Bye. All right. I love that. All right. Shout out to Lee. Thank you, Lee, for calling in and sharing your story. For those that are just joining us, we haven't done a dating live in months because, look, it's been busy. There's been so many different things. And then, look, a Friday evening, I really want to just be minding my business. Okay. Moisturizing and doing all the things. Speaking of moisturizing, don't forget, guys, head on over to butterskin.com and use the discount code Kempire10 for 10% off. And I'll be live with Butter on their website for Cyber Monday. That's this Monday evening. So stay tuned for that. I can't remember the time. I think it's like 6, 7 p.m. Maybe 5. Yes, I think it's like 6 p.m., something like that. I'll get it to you, though. But that is Monday evening. So stay tuned. We'll be live with Butter on their socials, giving you all kinds of giveaways, discounts, and more. So I'll be talking about some of my favorite products because today's face is brought to you by Butter. Okay. The skin is brought to you by Butter. I watched and their stuff too. All right. Let's get to some more callers, guys. We're talking to our community about dating. And remember, dating isn't just about a current relationship. It could be your past. It could be something that you want to share. It could be about some of the things that we talked about when we were talking about Candy Todd getting a divorce. Maybe you're getting through a divorce. Maybe you've been through a divorce. Maybe you are trying to co-parent like Tia and Corey. Or maybe you're in a new relationship. Maybe you're trying out a new sexuality like Portia and Shay. We shall see. You feel free to call in. We listen and we don't judge. All right. Nix is backstage. We're going to bring Nix up next. Nix, what did you want to share? Oops, sorry, Nix. Hold on. I'll bring you back up. There we go. Nix, what's going on?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so scared.
It's okay.
I've been watching you for the past few years. Your voice is like butter to me. So I'm very excited to talk to you. First and foremost, I do want to say that I am a Cancer, so I know how you feel about us, but that's okay because I still love you. My best friends are a Taurus, Capricorn, and Aries.
I like Cancer. I have a Cancer rising.
Oh, okay. I know you be
I can be judgy towards all the signs, but I like Cancer women, so just the men.
That's fair. that is very fair. That is very fair. So I just wanted to talk about, I guess, like my struggle with dating. I'm 35 years old. I have never been in a relationship and until
Ever?
Oh. So I know. So I had a lot of trauma happen when I was a kid. And so I just was very closed off. And you know how like in the Black community, any interest in anybody else is seen as like you being fast or anything like that. And so I just kind of closed myself off to everybody. And I just always thought it would happen, but it just like never did.
Yeah.
And then when the pandemic came, I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to die or maybe, something might happen with this virus, I might as well go out in these streets. And so
okay.
I was in these streets. And it was a very weird experience because it was almost like I was a teenager, but in an adult's body, if that makes any sense.
No, it does.
So it was very hard. I think I still have a hard time because I've noticed from maybe not being in a relationship, but being in these streets, I have a very hard time being intimate with someone, but not necessarily physical. When I'm physical, I turn off my brain. We do the do, but there's no emotional attachment. But I notice that when I have any emotional attachment to somebody, sometimes the physical is really hard for me to do. And my last situationship, he was the first person that like I kissed and I felt anything. Like I'm telling you, I was in the streets and I was like, people be talking about kissing, but I don't know. They be lying. They be lying. They lying. You know what? We ain't even got to do that. We all got needs. We don't have to do that. And then when it happened, I was like, oh wow, we had so much
Mm,
in common. We're both nerds. We get along, same sense of humor. And it seemed like no matter how understanding I was or how much I felt like I was a good representation of what a wife or a girlfriend could be, that he kept rejecting me. And it's just gotten to the point now where I feel like I don't want to date. I want to shut back down. Like I still want a family,
mm,
but I'm even just thinking of going the like sperm donor route
mm,
because I'm having a hard time putting myself out there. And I was just looking for any advice because I don't want to miss out on anything, but also as someone who doesn't really share her personal emotional self, that
mm.
blow was very hard for me.
How long ago was that situationship?
I think we last saw each other like 2 months ago.
Oh, so it's fresh.
It's fresh, but we've on and off since 2022. I think there was a
Mm,
year where we didn't talk to each other. And then when I did see him and I broke down because it was around the holidays again, we hooked up or whatever. And I was like, I kind of wish I had stayed celibate. I
mm,
had that feeling towards him. But then the past few months, we have been getting along more. And I feel like every time we would get along and have these moments or connect or whatever, it's when I just don't see him again or hear from him again for like months.
mm. So the situationship, did
Yeah.
you guys like actually hang out, or was it just sort of like a friends with benefits situation?
Friends with benefits. It didn't, it, I never had the intention for it to start that way. And that is what he said as well. And so
Mm,
we were always supposed to, and then something happened with his family. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, how about after the holidays? He's like, yeah, I would like to take you on a date. And then it just never, ever happened. Or if I even mention it in the slightest, like, hey, he's like, I thought I asked for, time and you were understanding about what's going on in my life. But if I really
mm.
think about it, I don't know if this man really knows my last name.
Oh. Oh. Or even beyond that, does he know some of the things that are important to you?
No, I think too, it's crazy because I know I'm an intelligent individual, but I don't think that's ever the image that he necessarily got from me because I can be
Mm,
very agreeable in my personal life. With
mhm,
my loved ones, my friends, I'm actually very passive. And
mm,
so, because I know what it's like to be without love, I want to give it to anybody else out there who needs it. Does it make
mm.
sense? And not necessarily just like in a sexual way or relationship.
Yeah.
That's why I love children. Children mean everything to me because I know what it's like to be without that love. And
Mm,
it seems like when I open up to people and I show them my self that is loving and kind and sweet, I feel like I always get it thrown back at me.
oh,
And
like
that's
they
the
weaponize it.
they weaponize it, they throw it back at me. It's like I open up myself to you, or I've noticed even with like people I've considered friends, my friends have told
Mm,
me you need to stop collecting friends because what you view as a friendship isn't what necessarily other people view as a friendship. Because I'm a ride or die friend. If I call
mm,
you the word friend, I mean it. You need me
mm,
2 o'clock in the morning, you need me 4 o'clock in the morning, where we at? I'm here for you.
mm.
If you're crying, if you're sad, if you need me to listen to that story a fourth time, I've
Wait,
got you.
hold on. Does that make me a bad friend? You can't be calling me a for my phone is on do not disturb. I mean, if it's an emergency, but because some people take advantage of that. They calling you about their boyfriend situation. You ain't calling me at 2 a.m. You can wait till 10 a.m. in the morning and we can have a conversation. And I'm all ears.
No, it doesn't make you a bad friend, but my friends are like me. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not collecting people, or at least I don't think I'm collecting people. The people who are like my ride or dies,
Mhm.
we connect on a different level. So they knew if I was calling at 4 a.m., it's an emergency.
Mm.
I ain't
Have you
just
ever called a
calling
friend
you
at 4
because,
a.m.?
huh?
Have you ever called a friend at 4 a.m.?
No, because I'm not somebody who would ever reach out, even if I was in pain.
Mm.
But I know what it's like when you do need people, especially like, you know, everybody went through like the pandemic, but like I've been living by myself for the last 8 years or so, and nobody really talks about, and I didn't even know I needed it because I was so standoffish, the lack of physical touch you can have, like that withdrawal could
Mm-hmm.
sometimes be so hard. So I'll find myself waking up at 4 or 3 o'clock in the morning, sad because there's
Mm.
something I can't give myself. As much as I don't mind my own time, as much as I think I'm funny and hilarious and all that type of stuff, there's something that I can't give myself, and that's the biggest ache that I'm feeling.
Mm. You never
And
try to
I
hug
kind of
yourself?
just,
Like you never. I know it's not. It don't feel the same. But have you ever tried to?
I'm all right. Like it's nice, but it's
You
not.
know. You
It's
know.
not
Also,
the same.
here's the thing. You know who also needs hugs?
Who?
Some of our elderly at the senior homes.
Yeah.
Have you ever done some volunteer work there? Because you
No.
never know. Because I know you're missing it and you feel like, oh, I can't get it from certain places. You want it from a relationship. But if you
Yeah.
volunteer sometimes and you go to a place like that where they also are feeling very much like how you're feeling and you give them
Yeah.
hugs and you're giving to them and you're listening to them, first of all, they'll be a vessel of so much great information because
Right.
they've lived. So
Yeah.
that's what came into my mind. So if that's
Mhm.
something that you're open to doing, and I'm not
Mhm.
saying as soon as you get to the senior home and you start hugging everybody, but eventually you're going to like certain people there, and then you're going to be
Yeah.
like, oh, and they're going to hug you.
Yeah.
So just think about that. Consider that. But
Okay.
that wasn't your question. What your question was? Can you remind me?
Uh, I don't know, something about how do I get back in the dating pool,
Okay.
and how do I put myself out there, or maybe I shouldn't at all. I'm very confused. I'm very much the I'm going to go through life alone. I never even thought about being married until these past few years. I've been in therapy for the last 4 years or so.
I love
And
that.
it's just now recently that I've gotten into a place where I'm thinking, oh, I can share myself with another person and possibly be married. But I
Mhm.
never thought marriage was something for me. I knew I always wanted to be a mom, but I never thought that marriage was something for somebody like me. Like,
You know who said that recently?
who?
Candy. And
uh
but look, but hear me out. Because I'm
huh.
not saying that it's gonna lead to divorce. Candy
Yes.
literally said the same thing. She always thought that she would be a mom. She never thought that she would be and she actually felt guilty by sharing that publicly, but I'm glad that she
Yeah.
did because now we all know it and I can share this
Yeah.
information with you. But
Yeah.
she went on to have a marriage, and despite it ending, she
Hmm.
spent 14 blissful up and down, I'm sure, years with this person, and she has now 2 beautiful children. You said that you wanna be a mom. Don't look
Yeah.
so far ahead. Don't look like, "Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, is this the future, or is this the person, or is this the one?" Take it day by
Mm-hmm.
day because that's all we really have.
That's true.
If we're spending so much time in the future of what it could be, we're not really
Hmm.
enjoying of what it is. So, I think you should do both. I think you should go I'm giving you a list. I think you should go volunteer, even if it's just once a month, go volunteer at your local senior center because, they're lonely. Well, not all of
Hmm.
them, but they can be. I'm sure there's some people in there that are lonely, very much like how some people are feeling right now that aren't in senior centers. Then you can start doing your research because I know you say you're open to possibly doing this on your own. I'm not saying that you should. What I'm saying, at least do the research so that you have all the facts. What will that take? How much will that cost? What is that process? There's all kinds of Facebook groups and things like that. I have a friend who recently did that on her own. She's now raising a child on her own. But this is years of her thinking, I want to have the husband, I want to do this. But then she started the process of doing her research. Okay, well, if I did do having kids on my own, do the research,
Hmm.
but then also put yourself out there when it comes to dating. But again, keep when I say casual, I don't mean sleeping with them. Keep it casual. Like, let's hang out, but let's get to know each other. Because let me tell you something. Look, casual sex is fun. Yes.
Hmm.
However, can you imagine what sex with someone that you're in love with would be like?
Mm.
I'm talking about in love with, not just have feelings for.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that on what that could feel like, as opposed to, because if casual sex is fun, can you imagine someone that you have deep feelings for, that knows you and you know them, and they know all the things that make you tick?
Mm.
So that is still a possibility. So I think you can do all of those things
Mm-hmm.
while still also like, you know what? If that doesn't happen for me right now, I can at least move forward and have the children that I want. Because you are open to doing it on your own if you had to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've always thought that I would at least adopt no matter
Mhm.
what. I've always wanted to, because if I could give a kid a home
Mhm.
that doesn't have one, I would absolutely
You
love
could
to do that.
you don't even have to volunteer at the senior place. You can go volunteer at a school. There's
Mm.
all the kids will always love hugging. So you can get hugs from the kids. Just saying. I think you have a lot of options. And you
Thank you.
sound amazing. You sound like a really great person. Your
You
person's
know,
waiting on you. You just have to be ready.
oh,
Just
read in the
saying.
best way.
Yeah. You will
Thank
be. And you'll be calling us back like, Kempire, I found the one. Oh, okay. And the one could be, I'm adopting a baby. Or the one could be,
Mhm.
I found that man. Or it
Mhm.
could be, I found the one in me.
Mm.
And you'll let us know. Anything
Mm.
else?
Nope, that's it.
Well, I appreciate you calling. You never called in before, right?
No, this is my very first time.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo, 2 good calls. I love that. You guys always have a really great thank you so much, DB, for gifting memberships. Be sure to thank DB if you got gifted a membership. We appreciate that, DB. Thank you. All right, we're gonna get to some more callers, guys. You're just joining us. We haven't done a dating live in such a long time, but something I felt called. I felt called today, maybe because I had a holiday, even though I worked yesterday, and I cooked. And for those that follow me on TikTok, you saw I was cooking. I was on TikTok a few times. If you're not following me on TikTok, you're missing out. I'm live everywhere, y'all. But today we're live on YouTube and Twitch and on X. So shout out to everyone watching on X. We see you guys. And if you're watching a replay of this, I apologize that you didn't get to be a part of this. But Winter, I see you. Winter, I see you in the chat. You ain't gonna call in, Winter. You ain't gonna call in. You always good for calling in and give us a story. We want an update, Winter. Don't be hiding from us. But you look, I said yes, Winter, call in. I'm sorry. But we do have people backstage that want to call in and share their thoughts. Again, for those that might be listening to this, be sure to subscribe to the Kempire Podcast and give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. All right. Winter says, y'all making me emotional. Sorry, Winter. Sorry. All right. All right, let me take this down. And reminder, guys, the opinions of the callers do not reflect the opinions of myself, the Kempire LLC, or our sponsors. They're calling in of their own free will to share their stories. And some of their stories might be triggering. So keep that in mind for those that are watching or listening. Okay. Happy holidays is officially the holidays. I know it's been the holidays behind me for a long time, but it's officially the holidays right now. All right, let's get to our next caller. Christina has been waiting patiently behind the scenes, so we're going to bring Christina up next. Christina, how are you? Oh, Christina, your dog.
Hey, Kempire.
How are you?
I'm fine. You probably remember me. You commented on my dog before. I met you in DC. Yep, blue fur coat. How you doing?
Oh, he's so adorable.
Her name is Cookie, and she is my best friend.
Not Cookie. You know the Cookie.
Look, I was mad. Okay, don't be slandering my baby. My baby is cute.
Your baby is cute. Oh,
Not like that Cookie Monster we see every Sunday.
well, hopefully not every Sunday. What kind of dog is that?
I don't know. I adopted her at this place called Barks here in Baltimore.
Oh.
And she was like 10 months old. So I think she's like a schnoodle.
Oh, she's so cute. Please DM me pictures of her. All I see is her little nose. I want to
She
see
has
more of
such
her.
a personality. Like she gets smart with you and everything.
Oh. Oh, okay. Fine. Christina, what did you want to share tonight? I can't
First of
remember your
all,
story though. I remember your dog though.
well, my story was not too much, but I did want to just first say that I love this community. Like, I went through a breakup maybe about 3 years ago with my daughter's father. And it
Mhm.
was very tumultuous because I didn't want to leave because, we got to keep the family together, keep the
Mm.
kids together. And I just was realizing that I just didn't want to be with him no more. So it just took me a really long time to just push myself to do it.
Mm.
So the reason why I called is because um, I've been recently awakened, maybe 3 years ago when I broke up with him.
Mm.
I had this trip to New Orleans and I wanted to get a reading, but I didn't want to go to like a shop and get read, like that seems predatory. But I was on Canal Street trying to get some crystals, and this guy essentially just started telling me about my life. Like, essentially, he said, once you let the weight go, um, you'll be fine. And he didn't know that I was going through a lot of stuff at home. I have drug addicted parents and things like
Wow.
that. So once I really did let that go, meaning let go of the toxic family members and let go of the fear of being lonely or alone on Thanksgiving and holidays and things like that. So it was just real. The point was I would just really do appreciate your community.
Thank
There
you.
are times when I come in here and just laugh at Miss Bernice. I miss Winter's calls as well. The lady that talks about the football and
Just
things like that,
sharing.
Miss Sharon, and of course the lawyers and things like that. We just have our own little community here. And
Yeah.
I just wanted to share. Someone told us when we were talking about toxic mothers or whatever,
Mm.
she said you need to read this book called Mothers Who Can't Love.
Yes.
And when I tell you I read that in like 2.3 seconds.
I
And
remember that.
it was so eye opening. And I just went down this rabbit hole of psychological books. Right now, I'm reading It's Not You, Identifying and Healing from Narcissistic People by,
Mm.
by Dr. Ramani. And
Mhm.
you all might know her. She's like an Indian lady with long, beautiful hair. And she always is talking about narcissism.
Oh.
Um, but I say all that to say, in the book, she basically identifies all different types of narcissism, different types of narcissistic behaviors, and essentially says that we are all narcissistic to some degree,
Mhm.
you know, to the point of, us taking selfies, one after another, or people like Martell, or,
Mm.
things like that. And I just wanted to share that with someone because whoever shared that book of Mothers Who Can't Love really did help me get
Mm.
past some things. I also read Let Them by Mel Robbins,
Yes.
and I've been letting them do everything. Okay. I
Let
let
them.
all of y'all do whatever. But I just really thank you for this platform. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving with my daughter yesterday. We had our little dinner. We had fried pork chops,
Mm.
mac and cheese, greens,
Mm.
and I made a sweet potato pie.
Mm. What did
It was
Cookie have?
everything.
Oh.
She gets all up in your face. She does not have any home training.
Oh.
I let people know that soon as she get in. This is her house.
Oh. Okay.
Um, but yes, I just wanted to say that I do appreciate you giving us this platform, and I was so happy to see that you had a live.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I have to call in, and I just want to say to people, the young lady that was first, um, and people like her, I do struggle with trying to get myself out there as well. I
Mm.
know that I'm a good person, I'm a magnetic person, but I'm also knowing that I may be susceptible to people that may try to prey on that.
Mm.
And I didn't realize that I was such a source to so many people once I, let them not call me. Or, I always used to fear that if I don't keep the relationship going, I will never hear from them again.
Mm.
I would never, see that person. And a lot of times I needed to have that happen.
Let them.
Yes. So I wanted to tell all the younger people out there, I'm 45, but all the people out there that are younger than me, like, please just live your life for yourself, not for other people,
Mm.
because you'll be resentful about all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Mhm.
and they don't serve you. I would like to tell the young girls to put yourself first, especially the young women. Put yourself first. Do not identify yourself as someone else's wife or mother or anything. You have to do things for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I definitely identified with Braun when she was sitting at that table crying with old Muzzy. I don't hear come Cookie now. Stop.
Everyone gonna think you talk about Cookie from RHOP. No, we talking about the dog, y'all.
Look, she act like her though.
Oh.
No, but I identify with her. Although Muzzy is maybe a terrible mother, that's all she knows.
Mm,
And she much rather deal with Todd and Muzzy than be by herself. The
mm,
difference is I wish I had Bronwyn's money, because now that I have the self-esteem and the knowledge in this book,
mm.
I definitely would be on that yacht somewhere, not giving a care about what Muzzy or Todd or whoever else was doing anything.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put that out there. Like, a lot of people have growing up in Baltimore, especially in the Black community, we are we are born into toxic families that we,
Mm,
really don't have a choice.
mm.
And to be honest, I was in my 40s before I realized that I had a choice.
Wow.
I don't have to go to Thanksgiving with them. I don't have to, invite them to things,
Mm-hmm.
and I made my own family, and, I'm happy.
It's interesting, man, especially within like the LGBT community, and then maybe this is why I have the the wisdom of that, is that that's something that we were forced as a community to do.
Yes.
And because we were rejected by our families, that's why you see a lot of the houses and things like that
Mhm.
call certain people mother or father and things like that. We were sort of forced to learn that. So I think sometimes when I speak about it, that's why I speak about it. I was like, it's okay, guys, to disconnect from toxic families. It's not
Mhm.
good for you. Why are you holding on to it? And I understand why people hold on to it, because it's ingrained in us. And then other
Mhm.
people around you, your friends and your family, are saying you should not talk that way about your mother or
Yeah,
your
they try to make you
father.
feel guilty.
And then those are other people that you also need to eliminate from your life, because
Absolutely.
they're not bringing positivity into your life. They're not giving you what you need in order for you to be in a healthy space and healthy environment.
Absolutely. Like, it really did wake me up. Like, of course, when I had my daughter, I was just like trying to make things work by
Mm.
being overprotective of her. But at some point, when my daughter started calling out things that I clearly saw and didn't have the nerve to say,
Mm. You know
you
how
know,
kids are.
and I was that kid,
Mm.
but I didn't have somebody that would, say, hey, she's right. Maybe you shouldn't say that.
Mm.
I was supposed to be seen and not heard. You're too grown.
Mhm.
Shut up. We're not
Mhm.
talking to you. And it would just really bother me that I felt like I see you doing something wrong and you're telling me it's right. And I don't feel that that's right. So
Mm.
my daughter really did save me from that. I'm sad that I put her in that situation, but I'm so glad that I woke up and we're happy in our silent house.
Yeah. I
our
know that's right.
our nervous systems are regulated. I
Mm.
sage, I Palo Santo. She doesn't like none of it.
She will learn to it, because watch, she doesn't like it now, but later
Mhm.
on, the smell of it's going to remind her of her moments with you.
One time I said, as I was saging across her room, I said, do you have any negative things you want to get out the house? She said, that smell. I'm like, girl.
Eventually, it will get out the house, but we're gonna get rid of some of this other energy too.
Yes, but I just wanted to say all that. I just wanted to make sure that you all get those resources. There are other resources out there. It's not you, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
let them.
Exactly, Christina. If you can DM me the name of those books again, so I'll post it for the replay crew so that they're able
Absolutely.
to.
I'll send you the whole resource. I'm
And
happy.
pictures of Cookie.
Yes. Oh, and it's another book called Adult Children of Emotionally Unavailable Parents.
I think I've heard that book before. I
Yeah.
need to read that book.
Look, I'm telling you, like it's all of us. All of us.
Yeah.
It's hard being
Across
on
the
the same.
diaspora.
It's hard on the same side. Like a lot of times I look on, like even looking at Ray J, he says the stuff that he says because he knows there are people out there that are not wise enough to understand that he's lying. The gaslighting that happens when we can see something actually happen in our face and he can deny it and someone will believe him and be in his bed tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sanique says that that book author was just on Oprah's podcast. Maybe that's why I knew. I was like, wait a second.
Yes. I'll send you a list of all of them. Where do you want me to send it?
Can you send it? Email it to me. You kenpiredaily@gmail.com.
Okay, I'll do it now so you can know.
Thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
right. I love y'all.
Thank you, Christina. Have a good night. Good
Hey,
night.
and don't be talking about Pisces no more, okay?
Good night, Christina. It's Pisces men, not the women.
No, it's all of us, child. I'm here. I know. Look, I be trying. I really do try, but I really do have a thing where I can see people's soul, and when I just can't, I can't sometimes. All right, I'll get off and I'll email you right now.
Thanks, Christina. Have a good night. Good night, Cookie.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, the Pisces are so sensitive. You guys are so sensitive. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right, guys. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy, free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. We have a long line backstage, so I want to try and get to everyone. I will get to everyone. No matter how long I'll be here, I'll get to everybody. We've got Allison, who's been waiting patiently behind the scenes. Allison, how are you?
Oh my God, I'm dying. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I'm like, this is taking so long. I'm gonna go walk my dog. Now my dog's all suited and booted up to go outside.
You want me to come back to you?
No, it's okay. She can wait. It's her fault. She should have went earlier.
Poor dog.
So I'm calling in because I thought, you know what, let me see if I can get Kempire's advice or the community's advice. I'm in a situation right now where I've been sleeping with my ex again. However,
wait, during the
we broke up because I know, but I mean, there's a lot of that going on apparently. Sex was part of the problem and why we broke up previously.
Okay.
And
how so?
Because like intimacy just stopped, and I didn't know why. I tried to bring up conversations a couple of times. He said he was stressed, and then other times it was like, you know, there was perfect leeway, runway, full signs for that this thing should be happening, and it just wasn't. But when we broke up, it was, I didn't get clarity as to why, and he just like cut me off.
Oh.
But now 3 years later, it's like we've been sleeping together for a few months now. The sex is even better than when we were in a relationship, but we have not discussed what the hell happened before and why did that happen. So I don't know your thoughts on, do I just keep doing it right now and like, you know, just get somebody while I still can, or should I eventually say like, hey, what the hell? What was that?
Well, obviously you want to know more, and you probably want more than just a wham bam thank you ma'am. Am I gauging that correctly?
Yes and no. I think for me, I like to have things resolved. So because I never felt like I had full resolution or proper understanding as to what his reasons were, especially now that he came back around and he's acting like almost like nothing happened. Like,
is it like a relationship, or is it really just like a wham bam thank you ma'am?
I thought I was fine to keep it just like a wham bam, but he's trying like wanting me to sleep over, like you can hang out in the house even when I'm not there, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, are you sure? And so it just adds to more confusion because it's almost like we're somewhat in a relationship, and yet there's no clarification as to why it didn't work out before and why now suddenly he's like so okay with, I guess, having the cow and the milk.
How long were you guys together?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. And then you guys broke up. with
Mhm.
no resolution as to why you broke up.
Yeah.
And then he randomly came back a few months ago, and you guys have been together. Have you guys gone on like dates and hung out and stuff like that besides just like the sex?
No.
Oh,
But he's also like a huge homebody, so it's not necessarily a red flag.
okay. Okay, so you guys are hanging out at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you
Like
guys having
cooking together,
Oh,
um, having long conversations and stuff.
except
Wow.
except
Yeah.
about why you guys broke up.
Yes. So
So
it's almost like there's like an elephant in the room, and like part of me is like, if I address it, am I losing my perks? Am I being that annoying person who can't just like leave it alone?
no, don't call yourself an annoying person. It's okay to want to know why it went wrong the last time around, because
Mhm.
and then also to know what is currently happening. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because right now you're just giving him whatever he wants, and you're not getting what you want. I mean, you're getting a little bit of what you want, but you want clarification on what happened before, and now we're kind of back together, but we're not back together. Which a lot of men can live in the gray space.
Oh, trust me, I know
Women
it.
can't.
Listen, I am from Toronto, and if you are with a straight man, if you could find one, that's usually how it
Yeah, so
is.
there's a lot of gay men in Toronto.
They're so undercover up here at Kempire, like, they like to play in our faces, and if they're not, batting for the other team, they're married, but you don't know it until it's too late.
Oh my God, Toronto?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I want to come to Toronto though, but not for that. Not for that. Okay, so I think you are downplaying your feelings. I think you really want to know what happened there, and I think you also want to know where is this going now. Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, yeah, like, I'm fine if it doesn't necessarily go somewhere, but it's
You
one
need
of those burning questions, like, when I've had conversations with people before where they're like, "Hey, what happened between you guys?"
Mm,
Nobody understands it, and
mm.
I'm talking with, like, older family members who are, like, in their 60s down to, like, friends my age, friends who are younger, men, women, married, not married. Everyone's like, "What the hell was that?"
And what's stopping him from doing it again?
That's the other thing. So I think that might be why I'm not allowing myself to go too deep, but then it's like
Because you're
he's
probably
doing
blaming
those things
yourself.
where it's like,
Like,
"Why are you letting me in your house when you're not home?"
I think you're also blaming yourself. Like, oh, what if I do? Maybe the relationship or me wanting that relationship is the part reason why he left.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Because I don't know what I did, and up until
You didn't do anything, Allison.
true, but you know how you think, like, you try to be self-analytical, like, "How much can I own?"
Of course,
But
and
when we had that breakup, it was like because there was no clarification and because the sex just, like, died, I was like, "Am I ugly? Do I smell? Like, what did I do that turned him off?" Like, I felt, like, hideous. Like, I just felt like I grossed this man out. He just wanted to be friends, and I just didn't see it. Like, I was trying to find ways that I can make sense out of it, that at least if I blame myself, would make sense.
yeah. Well, a lot of times when these things happen, people blame themselves, and they really shouldn't. Yes, we all
Mhm,
play a part in why a relationship doesn't work. However, a lot of times, especially when someone ups and leaves so suddenly like that, it has everything to do with them. And there's nothing wrong with you confronting him and saying, "I'd like to know." And it doesn't have to be like confrontational. Like, I just like to know, like, what happened? What happened, when we were dating, and then all of a sudden you just sort of disappeared. And create that safe space. Like, I'm not gonna judge. I like what we have right now, but what happened then?
mhm,
And you might get your answer. You might not like the answer. Prepare yourself for that as well. But I think with this whole situation, I think you're just happy that he's back because you probably had a lot more feelings for him, and you weren't ready to end the relationship, and you're happy to have him back during Mercury retrograde.
like, why? Why?
Because everyone says Mercury retrograde is not a thing, but for some reason, all your exes start coming back. Things stop working.
Like clockwork.
Yeah. So I think you should empower yourself to be like, because I think you're probably afraid if you bring it up, he's going to disappear again.
Yeah, and, like, maybe shut down and yeah.
And then is that the person for you?
Definitely not.
Even if the sex is good. Sex can be good with a lot of different people. Well, not all at the same time.
I know, but it was like he's in the top 3. I was like, why'd you have to do that?
The top 3 that you've tried. You never know.
Fair.
The best one could be right around the corner, but he can't come around the corner because you're too busy focused on this man here.
True. But then again, at the same time, and I don't want to make excuses, but it really is out bad out here, Empire. Like, it is bad. Like, I wish I could send you my Hinge so that you could laugh, because it's a joke. It's just a joke.
Well, I need you to start changing your language, because the world that you're experiencing is the world that you're creating. So the more you start saying, you know what? No, it's not that bad out here. Even if you can't say it's fantastic out here, everyone loves me. Even if you can't, start there. You know what? It's not that bad out here. If I found this one, I could find another. And maybe it's in Toronto. Maybe it's in New York. Maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe it's on the next trip I take. It's very
taking me with you?
very important that we realize that our words, even the ones that we say to ourselves, because I'm big on having conversations with myself, the words that we say to ourselves and to the world is the world that we're creating. So you have to start, even if it's a little bit, start saying, you know, it really isn't that bad out here. And pay attention to the little things every single day that you're like, you know what, that guy was really nice to me. He even flirted with me. Or I love what, you know, your current situationship. I love what he said. Oh, I love when he does that thing. Really highlight those things, because all those things are going to start to show up in your life more and more and more, and from other people. But you have a right to ask for what you want. It feels like you're not asking for what you want, and you deserve to ask what you want. He's holding all the cards right now, and he shouldn't.
It's true. Well, maybe on the next go around, I call in and I let you know what happened. If I got cut off again, or where the situation went.
Well, again, I feel like it's obviously bothering you that you called into us to ask about it. So I think, and we love it. We're not judging. We love that you called in. But it's obviously bothering you enough that it's on your mind. And you have every right to ask him. Because here's the thing. If you feel like you can't speak to him about this, what does that say about the future of any sort of relationship with him?
Very true.
There really is no future, because you can't communicate. And communication is the key to any relationship.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad that I did call in.
Me too, Allison. I love it.
Thank
Keep
you.
me posted.
I will. And happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Take care.
Well, ours was last month, but thank you.
Oh, yeah. Someone else from Canada wished me happy Thanksgiving. I was like, you too. And they were like, well, that was last month. Well, fine.
Well, happy Black Friday. There we go.
Here we go. Thanks, Allison. Bye.
Have a good one. Take care.
You too. Speaking of Black Friday, we have Cyber Monday coming up with our friends over at butterskin.com. We'll be live in the evening. I forgot the time, but we'll get the time to you. So make sure you're following us here on socials. I will let you guys know when we're going to. It's supposed to be like in the evening, maybe like 6 something Eastern. So stay tuned. So there'll be special giveaways. There will be all kinds of deals. So we'll be partnering with our friends over at Butterskin. But if you want to go to Butterskin right now, go to butterskin.com and use the discount code Campire10 for 10% off of your order. Winter says we listen and we don't judge. Only when you call in, Winter. Are you going to call in? I saw you were behind the scenes before. All right, let's bring up someone who's called in before. Cynthia's backstage. Cynthia.
Hi, Campire. How are you?
How are you?
Happy holidays.
You too. It's official.
Exactly. Let's start playing some Christmas music.
Yes, come on now.
And my Christmas was to get the president out of office. Campfire, I think the last live we did is not what's that lady's name? I forgot her this year.
Wait, who?
And I'm in
Go ahead. You cut out for a second.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm basically in the same state, not wanting to date. I don't know what is wrong with me. Maybe I need to take medicine. I don't know. But the guy, maybe I should take a break from social media, because I'm seeing a lot of, relationship experiences from people, and it's not promising. So I know.
That's an element of, I don't think people realize too what social media is doing to how you feel about yourself and your life. What
Exactly.
you're watching and scrolling, the dead scrolling that you're going through. And it's I'm glad you pointed that out, because I think a lot of people, everyone's all entranced now with the Danish deception story,
Mhm.
Teresa Tisa of it all. So they're also like,
Exactly.
oh, I don't want that to be me. Well, maybe get off of social media. Social media break could do a lot of good as well.
Maybe that'll be one of my goals for 2026.
Okay, or you can start now.
Not now, 2026. Campfire, thanks so much for everything, and good luck with everyone in the dating world.
Are you going to put yourself out there? We're not done with you. Are you going to put yourself out there?
Okay, sure. Ask me questions.
Are you going to put yourself out there? And if so, how so?
Am I going to put myself out there? I probably will start attending more social mingles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like one, just kind of go.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
What will happen? You won't be on social media. You'll be out.
That part. Ooh, Campfire, you should be a relationship expert.
No, like Dr. Heavenly.
Oh, Campfire, one other question. When are you coming to DC again?
Well, stay tuned. I'll see you in 2026, maybe.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, Cynthia. Have
Thanks,
a good night.
Campfire. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye. All right. Cynthia's called in before and shared her dating stuff. I can't remember all your stories, but I know Cynthia's called in and shared her dating stories. All right. Let me say thank you, Candyland, for the super chat. It says, Kemi, I love you. Thank you. I love that. Guys, you can also support just by liking the video. And if you're watching the replay of this, be sure to share your thoughts and opinions in the chat, or in the comments, I should say. And don't forget to subscribe. We just hit over 557,000 subscribers. So thank you. If you're a new subscriber here, be sure to let us know that you're new or how long you've been following the channel. All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I see you guys. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. This is a special dating live. We haven't done one in quite a few months, but I just felt called, and maybe I'll do it again because it's the holidays and hopefully the content will be slow, but apparently no, Ray J's on the loose, so no. All right, let me get to the rest of our callers. Zelig? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Zelig?
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, where do I begin?
What's your name? How old are you? What's your sign?
My name is Zelig. I'm 35-year-old. Your favorite sign? If you can guess.
Cancer?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm a Cancer rising, y'all.
No, I do agree with you, though. Proceed with caution.
And where are you calling from, Zelig?
Paris.
Of course. Bonjour, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Well, okay. What is your story? Do you have a question?
Well, I feel like I resonated a lot with like the woman who just called 2 or 3 people ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm just like in that weird limbo of dating, when I'm like, what do I even do? And where I'm also feeling like I just want to like withhold myself and just like stop dating altogether. Because whichever way or like approach I seem to take, it just never really work out.
What's the dating life in like Paris? Because that is important to know, because I feel like everyone's dating culture is very different.
Yeah. I feel like it's a mess in Paris, like in most big cities, when people tend to have that desire for intimacy, but they have also that fear of like being tied down and committing. So like most people are very like wishy-washy.
And then I realized the culture is pretty much the same.
It is.
Okay. So what is the question that you have?
Basically, like almost like the title of the video, and I would add to it like, is it me, or is it just like the whole dating punk or the whole dating culture that is just like, especially in this age range, I feel like.
Well, I don't know if I would say it's you. I think it's a combination. I think it's you. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's culture.
Mm.
But what would you say if you had to ask yourself this question and get an answer?
I would say probably the same as you, but the thing is, like, I do not really know what else I can do
Oh.
to change my outcome because I feel like I mean, I'm not saying that I cannot do more work on myself or anything like this, but I feel like I've already done so much work. I've tried, like, and when I was a little bit younger, people often tell me I had like too much high standards. And it's low-key true because I would really dissect everything and try to plan, like, if I would see any red flag, I would just be like, okay, let me not start anything because I feel like it's just not going to work out in the long run. Even I would feel like, okay, this is not going to work out 6 months from now. So I'm just not going to date that person or get to know them altogether. And now I feel like I've taken the opposite approach when I'm like, you never really know in life and you cannot like control every little parameters. And I'm also a lot more accepting of people. Even when I see like things that I don't love, I'm like, okay, maybe I can work with this. But both approach hasn't gotten me any better results.
Okay. I mean, well, there's also a middle ground in regards to that where
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the middle ground though, because I wouldn't date someone who would I feel like, okay, they're horrible or anything. But now I've dated people. Also, I feel like I've also changed a little bit in the sense that I used to go more for like, okay, passion, butterflies, but now I've learned that it can just be like because it's reminding you of like your past trauma of your childhood caretakers. So I'm like, let me just find someone when we have like common aspirations and we just are comfortable together and this type of things. But it doesn't seem to really completely change. I mean, the stories are different because now, of course, I've been more actively dating people, so I
Okay.
have more story to
And
tell.
how
But
are you dating? Are you on the apps? Are you going out to certain places? Are you going to meetups? Like, how are you? What's your approach to dating?
I feel like I'm mostly on the apps because I'm autistic. So in real life dating is pretty complicated for me. I don't really get hints unless like I replay the interaction like days or weeks after in my mind. I'm like, okay, maybe that person was into me. So in real life dating is very hard for me typically.
That's an important element to add is the
Mm,
fact that you have autism because
mm.
you communicate differently.
I communicate differently and I can be also sometimes intense
Mm,
because I don't like to like play the dating games of like pretending or anything. So
mhm.
if I like you, we've been on a date, I'm fine with writing your message after the date and be like, okay, I'm glad I've gotten to know you, blah 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 blah. Nothing too crazy in my mind because I've never been like, let's move in together and
I'm
let's
about to
have
say because
kids.
you said intense. I thought that's what you were saying. Like you
Yeah, no,
saying
but
I love
this
you or
already
something.
to
Yeah.
people sometimes it's like they're like, oh my god, and I'm like, I haven't said I'm in love with you. I've said you're a nice person.
Well, but very much like what I was just saying to the previous caller, be very mindful of your words because you're
Mm,
now labeling yourself intense, and that comes with a lot of different energies and other
mm.
adjectives. You're not intense. I actually think that's very polite
Yeah,
to
from my perspective, it is.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with your perspective. You just have to find the person that understands and appreciates that perspective. There's nothing
Mm,
wrong with that. Because I
mm.
really thought you were texting them after the date saying, "I love you.
No,
You
I've
are
never
the
been in
one.
love actually.
Let's move in." You
I've
know what I
never
mean?
been in love,
That's
which is
not
actually
intense
something that scares me a little bit
though.
because I'm like, I'm 35. I've never been in love. Like, what's wrong with me?
There's nothing wrong with see, that's the thing. We believe these things because society tells us you have to be in love at a certain point in your life. You can't make it to 40 and not be in love. Who says? There we have so many examples just from the people that have called in.
It is true.
There's you label yourself a lot of different things. And my first advice to you was to stop giving yourselves these labels.
Truthfully, I'm like using them so I can describe to you accurately how I'm perceived.
Hmm.
But like from my own perspective, I'm not planning on changing that approach. You know, if I still go on a date tomorrow and I
Hmm.
like someone and I had a nice time, I'm still gonna text them that, Hey, it was
Yeah, I
cool
love that.
meeting you. Let's do it again.
I love that. Why should I mean if that's what you're called to do,
Mm,
why not do that? And again,
yeah,
you were texting them, that was an amazing day. I think I'm in love with you. I think we should get together. Then I would
yeah,
slow down, Billy. Slow down. That might be a little too much. That's gonna scare someone. But
yeah.
saying that, you know what, I really enjoyed the date. If anything, the person on the other end probably appreciates that because it's like, I'm glad because I wasn't sure.
Sometimes they do, but sometimes they get scared.
Well,
I
that's
feel
not
like
your person.
even something that is weird, at least for me, I think it's weird
Mm,
that people like to have that whole etiquette of dating. And for
mm.
instance, even if they like someone, if they've seen you once in a week, they're like, oh, maybe it's too much to have two dates in the same week. If you have time and if I have time and if we want to meet it, what's wrong? What wouldn't we like?
Everybody has their rules. Everybody has their
Mm,
things. It's okay not to. Everyone's going to be different. It's
mm.
okay. I think again, people feel like they have to go by certain rules.
Yeah,
You are your life manager. These are your rules. And it's up to you if you want to change those rules. If it's not working out for you and you feel like you're not meeting the right people, that's fine. But these are your rules. You can do whatever you want.
exactly. So that's why sometimes I just don't understand like the whole, I don't know.
I think you need a little patience. Keep trying different things. I think you should also be very mindful of the words that you're using, that you're saying about yourself, how you're describing yourself. Keep an open mind because again, you could find the love of your life tomorrow, and this entire conversation could be moot. I'm like, oh, I met someone at the grocery store. Like, where have you been my entire life?
But
And
honestly, I'm like now more pondering if I should do like 1 year celibacy and not dating.
I mean, apparently it's working for Maya and Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, at least I'm gonna look good.
Look, I've considered it myself. I was like, well, maybe there's something to it. Again,
Yeah.
your life, you can do it if you want to try something different and something new.
Mm,
But it's your life.
it is.
You're gonna find the love of your life. Change what you're saying to yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Have a good night. What time is it there in Paris? Late.
It's 3:48.
And you're up with us. We appreciate it.
I'm not from the streets, honey.
I hope that you will call us again and let us know any updates.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Good night.
Bye. All right. Guys, don't forget to like the video. Easy free way of supporting the channel. You can also support the channel because we have a discount going on. You can hit the QR code here, a discount for Black Friday for just people that are part of the channel. I think it's like Black Friday in all caps is for 20% off. But if you're a member of the channel, check the post tab. I posted last night an exclusive code for members. So be sure to use that code so you can get the discount. So shout out to those of you that have been taking advantage of that. I'll leave the code up there for you guys. All right, so let's get to, we have a couple of more, well, more than a couple more people backstage that want to share their stories. I'm not rushing them. I might need to take a little bit of a break in a second because I've been drinking. Look at my new little thing. Let me focus it. I got this from Marshall's too. I changed it out. This one holds a lot more water. Okay. Zelig, if you're still listening, someone said maybe try a dating coach. We've talked about that before here on the channel. A life coach, a dating coach, a matchmaker, therapy. I love that we had quite a few callers talking about being in therapy for the last 4 years. So be sure to check that out as something as a possibility. All those things are possible. You just have to see what works for you. Again, your choice. Okay. Let me bring up next Indira. Again, hi, Indira. Okay. Indira. Let me bring up next Indira. Yeah, hi, Indira.
Hey, Campire.
I think there's a delay, Indira.
Let me bring up next. Campire, hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Campire. Ooh, let me.
There's a delay, Indira.
Could you hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Finally. Hi, Campire. Good night.
Good night.
How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing so good. I'm so finally glad that I have anxiety, so every time I call you, I always forget to ask you how you're doing.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
I'm just calling to share my little view. I think w- we need to get comfortable with our solitude sometimes.
Mm.
Going back to what was a little topic of before about cutting off toxic family members,
Hmm.
maybe let's say 4 years ago,
Hmm.
I cut off my entire family because of the toxic
Hmm.
campfire. I cut everybody off after my father passed away and things happened. I was like, I'm done.
Mm. Usually
So
that's what happens around deaths.
yes, and he always grew me up to be like, it's your family, you gotta love you this and that and da 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 da. And then after I was just like, no, I don't. I don't have to. And when that happened, I spent a lot of time by myself and I
Mm.
came to the realization that I don't want to be in a relationship. The idea of sharing my space and my time and giving somebody so much of my time and my energy just seemed daunting.
Mm.
And I have become so comfortable with the idea of just being by myself. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll have a little once in a little while,
Okay,
but
nothing wrong with that. No one's judging.
I love my freedom.
Mm.
Absolutely love my freedom. What has been hard for me is finding people. They'll say, "Okay, yeah, I agree with this, or I agree with that. We don't have to have a relationship." But then later on, it becomes a situation of they come possessive,
Oh.
very possessive. Now I don't know what energy I'm throwing out, but I realized that the relationship situation is just not what I'm willing to do. And I think if more people stop worrying about what society expectations want us to do, what our neighbors think or what our mom think and brother, and I've realized that it's because I cut my family off, I no longer had the societal pressures of having a relationship.
Mm. That's
Because
deep.
everybody would ask you who you dating, who you with, who you this, who you that, and no longer those questions were being placed to me. I came to the realization I don't want to do a relationship. That's not my thing.
Mm.
So I think it's a lot to do with family pressure and everybody just wants to be in a relationship. Spend a little time by yourself, like you.
Mm.
And I've loved me for the past 4 years, realizing that I ain't trying to share me. And I have a daughter that's my little ride or die. And it's just been us rocking it. As I said, I have my little outside, but I'm happy.
And can you imagine what you're teaching your daughter? It's sort of you
Oh,
breaking these sort of generational curses.
yeah, I've always we have such open conversations of me telling her, you don't need to have a man. Find your happiness. Find what make you happy. Make friends. Have hobbies. Read books. Do this. And she's 17 years old right now, and we have our conversations. And so far, she has not been a boy crazy teenager. And I think that's partly to do with me not always having a different man or trying to find somebody and,
Mm.
do all those stuff. So she's in the space of finding herself,
Mm.
figuring out who she is before she's ready to do all that stuff. She's told me straight up, I'm not ready for that. I don't know what I'm going to do with a boyfriend right now. She's
Yeah.
into her little anime and everything like that. And I'm so happy that I'm seeing those actions being cut. Like there isn't the need, not desire, but need for
Yeah.
somebody. And I think that's a lot of people just needs to be a little more comfortable in your solitude.
I can agree with that. Well, we well, anything else in there before I let you go?
That's all I have to say. And cut off toxic family members. It will help you.
I think that's important to mention, especially right around now, because yes, we
Oh,
just had Thanksgiving, but the holidays are coming, so people are going to spend like, a few days or weeks with their families. So I think it's an important conversation to have.
don't be forced to go to the family dinner and have to sit there and listen to things that are not nice about you, belittle you, all those things. You don't have to. Always remember, you don't have to. As you said, it's your life and you make the decisions that make you happy.
Amen. And Dara, thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, you're welcome, Kempire. Have a lovely night.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love that. See, this is you just never know what people are going to share when they call in, and everyone has a different story or a different perspective. I'm going to get to more calls, but shout out to everyone. Shout out to Foxy. Foxy is what time is it over there in Sweden? It's late, but Foxy's always here supporting us. So be sure to thank Foxy in the building. I Am Unique is holding us down as one of our King's Guards. Auntie Eva was in the building. I think she's still here. Shout out to all of you that are members. Become a member today at teamcampire.com/join. You can also find the call in link there. Let me bring up lovely Taurus. Yes, you are, because you're a Taurus. You're muted, lovely Taurus. Lovely Taurus, are you there? I can come back to you, lovely Taurus. I'll give you a sec. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Lovely.
hi, Kempire. How are you? I am sorry.
It's okay.
Hi.
Did you fall asleep on us?
Oh, okay. No, I'm fighting a cold. So I'm like, um, so I just wanted to say, I like your dating shows. I really appreciate them. They give a different perspective. I myself just recently been divorced. I was in a 21-year marriage.
Wow.
I have two beautiful sons. So dating and being 51, which, it's not for the faint of heart. I've tried to do online dating, and I find that men my age, Generation X, are just as silly as the younger men. A lot of them out here playing games because they've been through it. I've met a lot of men that have been married once or twice. I've only been married once, but I just want to say to those, I am not going to give up on love. I think this is my time for my solitude and my singleness because I've been married for so long. Um, I think for me, in those 21 years, I forgot who I was before I got married. And I just want to tell all those out there that are younger than me, um, even if you do get married, please do not lose yourself because I lost myself. I became a wife and then I became a mother of two. I had twin boys, and that was my life for 21 years. Now being at 51, it's a little different, and I'm actually just learning who I am now again. I'm not the 21-year-old that the 21, 23, 24-year-old I was in college when I was single. Now I'm a 51-year-old and I'm starting over.
What advice would you have
But
given?
I want to give encouragement. My younger self, I would have said, do not lose who you were. Meaning I did not, everything was husband, kids, husband, kids, husband, kids. I forgot who I was. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't go shopping for myself. I didn't go do the normal things like pedicure, manicure. I was always, what does my husband need? What do my sons need? And I did that for a very, very, very long time. To the point to where I'm not gonna blame myself for my marriage being broken, but um, once the marriage was over, I didn't know who I was because I identified with being a wife. So if I was to tell my younger self before I got married, I would have said, live a little bit more, enjoy. I mean, I had fun in my 20s. Don't get me wrong, I partied. I was in college, I partied. It's not like I didn't, but I would have saw the world a little bit more. I would have had. I definitely would have got more degrees. But
it's not too late.
But I think for me is I would just I no, it's not. It's different. But I would just tell the younger people that enjoy yourself a little bit more before you settle down And love will find you. You will find love. Don't rush it. Right now, I am learning how to. I'm in therapy as well.
Love
Um, just learning how to navigate being a divorced mom and divorced wife. I mean, a divorced woman. Sorry. But I just it's different. The lonely nights are lonely, but I'm learning how to enjoy the solitude,
it.
enjoy I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I love sleeping by myself. I don't have no snoring bear next to me. You know? I'm being real. I don't have no snoring bear next to me. I ain't got to worry about when I get up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom, I'm gonna wake them up. Like I mean, I'm enjoying that, but I do miss
Mm,
having good conversations with people and going out and stuff. But I just wanted to thank you for having this. But yeah, I would just I'm learning how to be single again, and it's not easy. I've been on a couple of dates. They haven't been all easy for me, but I'm learning. I'm not gonna say that it's too late for me because I'm
mm,
51, but I feel as though God gives you that time back.
mm,
So all 21 years was not horrible. There were some beautiful years, don't get me
mm,
wrong, but we just grew apart. And he's not my ending story. So I'm just gonna keep on. But I appreciate you, Kim Pyre, for having this outlet for us to talk and discuss. And excuse me. I hope you have a good night. I'll be listening in from the bushes. Make sure you eat as well, because us Tauruses eat. I ate before I got on the live, so I ate before I got on the live. I had a cheeseburger and some fries, so
mm, mm. Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Look, as long as you look, if you're still here alive,
Mhm.
that it's never too late. If you're here at 70 something years old and you're single, you should be dating. You should be
I
enjoying life.
know. I just sometimes I feel like, man, the older guys, they are out here playing. They either and they're like the young guys. They want, somebody else. I ran into a lot of that, a couple of that, but I don't know. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up, but I'm gonna tell you like this: it's disheartening. I mean, I took myself off Hinge. I took myself off Facebook dating. I got tired of it. So
I don't like
I
Facebook
just,
dating.
I'm giving it a break because oh, Facebook dating is horrible. Everybody on there looks like Patrick Star. I'm not playing. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't. But I everybody look like Patrick Star or SpongeBob. I'm sorry, they do, but I miss just going out and actually meeting somebody organically, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna go out and do things like I'll go to an art show or a painting, or you know what I'm saying? Like I want to go out and meet somebody like we used to meet back in the day. We used to be
Mm,
outside in the 90s.
yep.
We always met somebody outside in the 90s. Now it's more everybody's tech, but I've given up on online dating. I just can't do it anymore right now. I just can't.
The
But
Bear Claire says, go on a date with someone you would never would have. Give new people a try.
I actually did a
Oh,
couple of weeks ago because I'm 5'10", so I went out with a guy that was like 4'5'8", but I think he was really 5'7".
they
It was
always
a
lying
cute.
about their size.
I know he was like, I had my heels on, so I was like 6'1", and I think his head like touched my boob. I don't know. All I know is we went out. It was cute, but the chemistry
But
wasn't there,
I
and
mean,
he
oh,
didn't call me back.
just because it wasn't him doesn't mean you shouldn't date someone his size again,
I don't know. I like tall men. I'm
which is fine.
5'10". Yeah, but
Uh,
it
Xtina says, get a hobby. I met so many nice people. I encourage everybody to get into hobbies. It's good for not just dating and meeting new people and making friends. It's good for your brain.
Yes. So I'm going to they have a lot of little things here. I'm in Florida, so I'm actually in Tampa. So
Mm,
they have a lot of little things here. I'm gonna try to get out and just there's a pasta making class. I'm gonna try to just get out because, again, like I said, I can't do the dating apps anymore right now. I haven't had any good luck with it, and I'm just gonna get out. But I do want companionship right now. I wouldn't say I want to get married right now, but I still want to. I want somebody, that I could just sit down and have a interesting conversation with. A lot of men don't like to talk. So I
Common.
just, yeah, it's like it's like they want you to make the conversations. And I've had that with a couple people. I'm like, ask me something, talk to me. I want to get to know you. Let's have a conversation. And a lot of men just, they want you to initiate. And I find that frustrating because I'm like, talk to me. We're in our 50s, so we've had some life experiences.
Yeah.
Let me know what your life experiences are. Like, I don't understand why men don't want to just sit down and just have a conversation. I love to talk. I love to pick your brain, So I'm
you know what
finding that
it
a little
is
bit.
too, and it's very much the theme of tonight. I keep telling you guys, be very mindful of the words that you put out there because I feel like that's the world that you create. Because you have to also keep in mind you haven't met every single person, and I think when you met your
Right.
husband, he was a talker, right?
Yes, we talked. Yeah.
So there are people out there like him, but there are certain things that you both evolved and are not related in that way anymore. But so there are
Right.
men that are a perfect match for you. Just be patient. And I definitely think there's nothing wrong with going outside and doing activities, and you never know because again, you might meet that person at the supermarket. Just be
Well,
open.
I heard you go to the Whole Foods. I've been to the Whole Foods. I've been to Fresh Market. I haven't seen yet, but I might peek, and see what's out there.
I know this is not everyone else that before you get on your soapbox, like don't go there. But let me just tell you something. The men are at the Home Depot.
I do need to pick up some nails, so I might venture out to the Home Depot this weekend.
Because I understand some people are boycotting the Home Depot. However, the men are not because they're like, I gotta go get my stuff. They're not. They're at the Home Depot. So if they're at the Home Depot, just understand it's not because they're not in the belief of boycotting. They just have no idea.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. Go to Home
I'll
Depot.
keep that
girl.
in mind. I'll keep in mind in the Home Depot.
Every time you go outside, just be mindful. Like say out loud, I dwell in possibility. I dwell in the possibility that I could meet the one right outside my door.
Yeah. I'll be more positive when I go out. I think I'll try to.
Are you
try to
smiling
be,
when you go out? Because you have a beautiful smile. I'm looking at your picture. Are you
Oh, thank
smiling?
you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, okay. Sometimes no. Sometimes I'm just like, let me get to the Walmart. Let me get this and get out of here.
See?
But
and your energy is giving that, and your man is down on aisle 9, saw you from like, oh, she's pretty. Oh, grimacing. Okay, never mind. Just
that's
saying,
true.
be mindful,
That's
smile.
true. Yeah, that's true. So I'll be more optimistic, but I thank you tonight. I don't want to keep you. I know there are other people waiting. I appreciate you. I will call back when you have it again and just let you know if
Yes, I
if
want
I
an
go out
update. I'm
with you.
invested. I'm
Okay, I'll
codependent
give
now.
you an update. I'll get you an update. Well, you have a lovely night. I'll continue to listen tonight, y'all. Everybody else have a good night. Thank you, Kempire.
Thank you. Take care.
All right.
Oh, bye. Or Lowe's, whichever one works, guys. try either one. Okay, whatever's near you, but it could be anywhere. Dwell in possibility, as Emily Dickinson said. You just never know. You can walk. Look, I understand. I live in a building. I understand. Every time I walk out, it could be in the lobby, and I can meet someone. You just don't know. That's why you always have to look good too. Just saying. Don't be just walking around here looking haggardly. Because look, it's not just about looks. It's about how you feel about yourself. So gussing up yourself a little bit doesn't mean you have to put on makeup and stuff. Like whatever makes you feel good about how you look, do that. All right. Okay, a few more people called in. Okay. Let's get to these callers because I do want to have dessert. I had my leftovers, but I made a look for those that follow me on TikTok. Remember I said I was gonna make the cake. I made the cake. The cake didn't come out. No, the cake came out fine, but the shape came out a little funny. But that ain't gonna stop me from cutting that cake. So I want to have dessert before it gets too late. Okay. Priorities. Okay. DM is backstage. Gonna bring DM next. DM, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire. It's been a while since I called in.
Yeah,
Can you
what's
hear
going
me?
on? Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, sorry. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Not so good. This is the first time I called in for a dating live because I felt like it was necessary. I watched the other ones, but this time I felt like it's necessary.
Okay.
So I think to start, I have to go like a little background on what my dating life is. And so I was previously married. The first dude I met, he and I don't know if you remember, but I called in with the Diddy of it all. And my I grew up in a very abusive household, so I ran away at 15. My first husband was the first person who let me sleep on his couch, and I was 15 and he was 27.
Oh.
And I ended up marrying him. So that divorce ended because he couldn't stay within our marriage. He had 3 kids on me during that marriage.
Whoa.
Who I took care of.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I divorced him whenever I was 28. And I went on dates for about 2 years. And I had this best friend who was a guy who is now my second husband. He was totally different than my first husband, like night and day. He still is in a lot of ways, but I'm thinking I'm heading for a second divorce.
Is he in the other room?
I'm sorry?
Is he in the other room?
Oh, no.
Oh, I was like, but you're still married to him.
Yeah.
Are you guys living together?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No. But he already knows this if he were to walk in, but.
Oh, okay. Oh.
No, I'm a Sagittarius.
You're living life dangerously, Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Hey.
So yeah, I mean, if he walked in, he already knows. But, so I did not want to get remarried because I felt like whenever I got married, I had to. I never saw marriage for myself. Because I just never saw me being in a relationship like my mom had to. She had to do these things for my dad. So I never wanted to be obligated to a man. But he had an accident about 2.5 years ago. And in the state of Colorado, you could be common law married if you lived together for a certain amount of time, but not legally married. Okay. And after this accident happened, his mom flew in, and she was trying to make decisions I knew he would not want. So to avoid that, we got legally married like 2 years ago.
Oh.
We've been together for about 16 years now.
Wow.
I know, I stay committed. I don't know why. But but just since we got married, I'm starting to feel like in my first marriage where I'm being abused, but in a different way. Like, since I signed on that dotted line, it's been harder for him to find jobs because he is kind of disabled from his disability.
Yeah.
But whenever he does find a job, he cannot keep it. And it seems like something always happens. And I pay all the bills and have been since last year, September. I've told him about this. I told him it's an issue. And I don't know what the next step is.
Do you guys have children together?
No.
Okay.
I don't have any biological kids.
Okay. All right. So you're a free woman, up and leave.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah, someone in the chat just said you've never been single.
I mean, I dated for like 2 years. That's it.
Wow.
I would be fine on my own, though.
I mean, we know Sagittarius. Okay, so do you have a question?
Okay. Like, because, like I said, I've told him what things need to change. He'll make small changes, and then the job is a big one. I gave him a deadline to get a job, and it pushes it out, or he gets sick, or I guess, like, my question is, when do I set a direct timeline and stick to it and not be so forgiving of him not meeting that?
Well, that is up to you. Because the theme of tonight, I've been telling you guys that you are your life manager. So if you decide this is not working for me, I've been with this person for 16 years and they still have not gotten themselves together. And people think love is what's paying the bills, but it doesn't, clearly. And an important element in any relationship is also being a partner. You're in a partnership. Excuse me. And he's not carrying his weight in that partnership. And obviously you feel away. In some relationships, they're okay with doing that. Where like, oh no, I'm paying the bills. You stay home, you take care of everything else. But it doesn't feel like it's a partnership. It feels like you're taking care of everything, and now you're feeling the resentment of it. And if not, you will feel the resentment of it. So why put off what you could be doing today?
I think I just feel guilty because he's not from here. He would have nowhere to go. I still feel that's why I never wanted to get married again. I don't want to feel responsible. Because in my first marriage, once I got myself together, I checked out. But this one, I feel responsible because I made the commitment at a time where I knew I needed to have that commitment to him. And I want to get rid of it now. And I think I feel really bad about that.
I understand that. And look, how are you going to spend the rest of your life feeling guilty? Because at some particular point, excuse me, at some particular point, he's going to have to take care of himself.
Yeah.
You can't take care of him.
And I'm in therapy, and
Which I love.
Huh?
Which
yeah,
I
I'm
love.
in therapy, and my therapist says, you set clear goals for him, and I have, and it's like, when does he wake up and do the action? And like I said, I've been in therapy. We've set up things that I need in this relationship because it's honestly, Kempire, the first 14 years, they were great. He never missed anything. Like, he would always be there for my birthdays. My sisters, they have a lot of kids. And he's like uncle, help raise them. He has been constant. He always had a job. I never even had to pay a bill until these last 2 years. A bill. No bill. I never saw it.
Okay, so that's a little different, because I was wondering if for the last 16 years has it been an on again, off again situation when it comes to him being a partner. But do you think that it's because of the disability that's causing him not to be able to keep a job?
And that's why I want to be sympathetic.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the first year I gave him grace.
Mm-hmm.
He's been cleared from his doctor. He's 25% disabled, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's some jobs he cannot do.
Okay.
And he does have to, whenever he gets a job, he has to have an accommodation. He has to have more breaks. The first year, I was willing to hold it down. Once the doctor cleared him for certain activities, I felt part-time. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking for a little bit. Because you held it down for 14 years. I got you now, baby, but for how much longer?
Yeah. And you've had these conversations with him?
Yes.
Have you had these conversations with him in therapy?
He's a typical raised Black man from Chicago that believes he does not need that.
Well, if you tell him, we either go to therapy or I'm out of this relationship, I think he might change his tune. And if he doesn't, then he wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
I understand why you want to give him grace, because he was there for you for the first 14 years of the relationship. But clearly you're not comfortable with where the relationship is right now. So I would have a conversation with him about it. And maybe if you've already had the conversation, it's like, well, if you really want this relationship to work, then we need to try, at the very least, therapy. And then if therapy doesn't work, then you'd be like, I've done everything that I could do in this relationship. but now it's time for me to go.
But also, do you think I'm asking for too much? Because like I said, I never saw a bill for 14 years because he held it down. As soon as we were actually committed, I didn't pay for nothing. Even whenever we were dating, like the first year, like we got pretty serious, and within the 6 months, 6 months into the relationship, I haven't seen a bill. So the last 2 years, I've been seeing the bill. He gave me 14 years, and I'm only willing to do 2. Like, I feel very selfish.
And I can see that's why. Here's the thing. I feel like you feel like you're being selfish, but there's another part of you that's saying something's not right here. I'm not comfortable with this. And I don't think it's you being selfish. There's something else. And we haven't unpacked your entire 16-year relationship, but there's something in you that's saying like, oh, I shouldn't be dealing with this. And I don't think it's just you being selfish. So that's why I feel like it's worth having a conversation with a therapist to kind of dig into what else could be going on here.
Well, I might need to follow up and tell you if he goes to therapy, because my next
also, you
step
can
is
figure this out in therapy for yourself, because at the end of the day, you are your own life manager. And if it doesn't work for you, if you want to spend the next 14 years where someone else is paying for you, that's the life you've chosen. That's the life that you feel like you want. There's nothing wrong with that.
And I also want everybody to know, like, for 14 years, I wasn't doing nothing. I've had my same job for 20 something years.
But
So
you didn't have to pay a bill.
yeah,
all that money was your fun,
that was
your fun time money.
That was my money.
Yes. But look, between me, you, and the 600 some people watching, ain't nothing wrong with wanting to live that lifestyle. Like,
Yeah.
I want my fun time money. Why I gotta pay all these bills?
And like I was telling you, my first husband, he was so controlling. I couldn't go out. I had to watch his kids he had on me in his marriage with me from not me. And
he
my
groomed
second
you.
husband, he's
You
like,
were
oh, you want to go on a trip? You just got paid, go.
He groomed you. You were 15 years old. He was 27.
Yeah. He's in prison now. Update on him.
Well, see?
But I
exactly.
think that,
Fiery says you aren't selfish. You are frustrated. There's something that, this is why I think a lot of the times we push down what intrinsically we are feeling. We are more intuitive than we give ourselves credit. And the reason why you are calling and reaching out is because there's something there that's bothering you, and you've labeled it, because society would say you're selfish. No, you're not selfish. This is not the life that you signed up for, and you've changed your mind. You've done it for 2 years. Fine. You can still be there. I saw Foxy say you can still be there as a friend.
yeah, I don't think he will ever stop being my friend. He got me through my first divorce. It really was a friendship. Like, I felt like he was my half. Like that. I still feel that way, but I don't feel like now I meant to have that romantic partnership. I still feel like he's my other half, though.
Okay. Well, you're in therapy, so that's half the battle. So I'm glad that you're in therapy. This is something I think that has more to do with you and your guilt. And maybe because he got you through the first marriage, there's the other level of guilt. So there's a few things going on there, but you should never be with someone because of guilt, because you will eventually resent them. And then whatever friendship you could have salvaged won't be able to be salvageable.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kempire. Thank you, community.
Thank you, DM. We appreciate it. I hope you will call back in and update us.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you. Have a good night. Oh, all right. We're going to take one more caller, and then we're going to be it. Luckily, we only have one more caller backstage. Dr. Miss Honey's backstage. We're going to bring her up in just a second. Guys, if you haven't already, keep liking the video. If you're watching the replay of this, be sure to share your thoughts. And look, for the people that were that called in, feel free to check out the comment section, because there might be advice and tips and tricks and things like that from the community there. So don't judge people, though, the replay crew. That's not the place to go judge. We don't moderate adults. So don't go in there like, oh, this person did it, because you will get blocked. Mods, if you see anyone like that in the comment section, block them. And then, you don't have to let me know. Just block them. All right. On to Eva. Hey, on to Eva. Just definitely sounds like therapy is needed for you and him. Yeah. Xtina says, girl, don't feel guilty. Put yourself first because all you got is yourself. And here's the thing. I think people feel like they're being selfless by staying in a situation where they're not happy, but then eventually you resent the person and you're wondering what that feeling is. And the feeling that you're feeling is resentment because you decided to stay in a situation that you're not happy. And you only stayed because you felt guilty because he was there for you in the beginning and he was giving you the lifestyle for 14 years. I understand, but you stuck it out for 2. That's good, girl. You look, how old are you now? Look, you got a life to live. You can still be supportive of him from afar while you live in your big Sagittarius life. I know she's a Sagittarius. She wants to be out here dipping it and doing it. Right? And having a good old time. Lachelle, that's how you pronounce your name, says you're supposed to be reciprocal in marriage. I just feel like everyone bases their lives off of what they feel society tells them they should be doing. And society could be culturally whatever is in your circle. So, but a lot of us are very much alike in regards to what society has been telling us how we should live our lives. I'm so glad that this is the part of being a Taurus that I love, is that I'm so stubborn that I'm going to be myself. I don't care what you want me to be. I think that's part of the reason why my family they don't put those expectations on me because they already know I'm going to do what I want to do. So then there's that. Exactly. Okemia says sometimes you're doing more damage staying. Yeah, because now you resent him. Now you're saying, like, you talking about him in the other room. He's in the other room probably hearing you talk about him to us, strangers. It's okay, DM. We love it because I think you're going to help people. All right. Last but definitely not least, we're going to bring up Dr. Miss Honey. Dr. Miss Honey, how are you?
Hi, Campfire. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is my first time calling in.
Is it your first time calling in?
My first time calling in. I always catch your lives, but I'm always like a sneaky link listening.
Not a sneaky. You know what it is because you're active in the comments and
I am. I chat a lot.
I'm like, no, which is fine, but I didn't realize you never called in.
Yeah.
Well,
and now I call when it's time to talk about our personal business. How crazy is that?
I love it.
But
Honey, can you tell us? You don't have to give us your real name if you don't want to.
Yeah.
But you could tell us your name, where you're from. You can tell us your age if you want to, and your sign.
Yeah. Okay. So I live in New York.
Oh.
I'm in my late 40s.
Okay.
I'm an Aries.
Oh.
And I'm very, very much an Aries woman. Like my friends think I'm super social, but what they don't know is that like I need a nap after talking to them. And I could go about 2 weeks without seeing them again.
You came to the right place because I know an Aries women. I know you guys like the back of my thumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And so it makes dating, especially I think in New York, very exhausting because it's just a lot of energy to take in.
Yeah.
And I find like I'm on the apps, but myself and all of my single girlfriends hate the apps at this point, but they're a necessary evil because, and this is why I wanted to call in, there's like a phenomenon now where men, even when you meet them in real life, are just absolutely frightened to talk to women. Like they don't approach at this point.
Because of it's such a texting and social media.
I think so. I don't know what it is, but I'll give you an example. I've had 3 scenarios in the past like 4 years where there will be like a handsome man in my social orbit and I'll feel like I'm flirting a little bit with him and trying to get a vibe if he's flirting with me, but like nothing will happen. Nothing will come of it. And 3 times I've matched with that dude or one of those dudes on an app. And then some, like they need Hinge as permission to
do something.
They're interested. Yeah, it makes me kind of sad. I think it's like listening to the callers who called in before. It's like, is this what we've come to? That like people, and I relate, I'm not judging at all because it's me too. But is this what we come to where we're just like resigned to, just enjoy our space because it feels good, but then also we're social beings. Like we need partnership, we need love, we need affection. I don't know. I'm wondering, like, how do we get past the vibe where you see someone at Whole Foods, and maybe it's because I'm a bit of a traditional woman. Like, I think I should be chased, and I shouldn't chase somebody at Whole Foods. But I also know that we're at a point in society where these dudes aren't going to chase us.
Well, I don't think you have to chase. Let's change our language.
Yeah.
But what I don't want you to do at Whole Foods is have a grimace on your face like this, which
Right.
you can do. No, what you need to do is smile and giggle like that. Maybe throw your hair back.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah,
do
you're right.
that.
Yeah.
And I froze. And that will be inviting to the man, so he knows that you want to talk and that you're interested.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need. I definitely don't think you need to chase, but I definitely think you should at least give the energy that you're open.
Yeah.
And that you're ready to mingle. And that might be just a little bit of a, hey.
A little smile.
Yeah. And again, you don't even have to say, hey. It's like, hey. And see, if I had hair.
I'll flip it around.
Throw the hair back. When you go to the Whole Foods, are you looking the part?
No, I look a mess half the time when I go to Whole Foods. That's part of it. So yeah, so that if you don't feel attractive, you're probably
When are you going to Whole Foods next?
Tomorrow. I need groceries.
Oh, okay. Well, let's concoct a plan.
Right. I'm gonna go
Tomorrow, when you go to Whole Foods, I want you, first of all, start your day off with your affirmations in the morning.
Yeah.
Good, positive affirmations. I might meet someone amazing today. Start off with that. If you feel comfortable, like, I will meet someone amazing today.
What did you say before? Dwell on the possibility.
Well, in possibility.
Yeah, that I'll meet someone amazing today.
As you're getting yourself dressed, enjoy that moment of getting dressed. As you put the lip gloss on, or if it's a lipstick, fine. If you're putting makeup on, enjoy that moment. Foof the hair, because you got some good hair right there. I see it.
Flip it around.
And smile at everyone. Because here's the thing. And also don't put pressure on, like, oh, I might meet the one today. No, let that go. You might actually meet a nice person, or another woman might be like, oh, you look great. And that will make you feel good for the moment.
Yeah.
The next time you go to Whole Foods, you're going to keep doing that. Give the energy of being open, and that, you know what, universe, I'm ready.
You know what I realized as you say this? I do the opposite. So, like,
boom.
I'm someone who I will chat up every person at every cash register. I'll smile.
Aries, I love to talk.
I'll say your baby's cute. I'll pet your dog. But if there is, like,
I'm total opposite. I'm like,
right. But if there's someone who's I find attractive, I blush and, like, turn in the other direction.
You know what you need to do? And this is why we talk astrological signs. You're a boss. You're an Aries woman. You need to get into your boss mode.
I feel you.
That's the same energy, but the same energy that you do generally for everyone else, you need to give that to men. Again, I'm not saying that you need to chase. Just give them a little.
Yeah.
Especially because I think men are, especially nowadays, men are a little bit scared too. Again, also antisocial because of social media and because of apps and things like that. So then it's compounding. First of all, men couldn't communicate before the apps.
Right.
So now their maturity is even more stunted. Social media. So just keep that in mind. But no, zhuzh yourself up tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait.
I'm gonna go to Home Depot after Whole Foods.
Yes.
I didn't know Home Depot was where they were.
I go to Home Depot to look. I'm like, they don't want me, but I'm there. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to get something.
Lord knows I don't need anything, but I'll go.
You could always find something in Home Depot. I love looking through, like, the appliance. I don't need another appliance.
Right.
But I'm like, oh, this is the latest whatever. And you could be looking, and then all of a sudden you see a cute guy, and you wink, and you just flick back the hair, and you know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay.
See that the fact that we had an aha moment, that you notice that when you see a man, it's different energy that you're giving. So be mindful of the energy that you're giving, but start your day off by preparing that energy.
Yeah, I do absolutely the opposite. And I mean, I'm sure it's something that will take practice, but
Oh, yes, exactly. That's why I said you might not meet the man tomorrow.
right.
Or you might.
Or I might. I can at least dwell in the possibility that I might.
Exactly. And then tell us about it and then invite us to the wedding. No. See, I'm the worst.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I love that. Anything else?
No, I just want to say I really appreciate your lives. I work a lot from home and I have to like spend long periods of time in front of my computer, and you make me laugh so much, and it's such a light to my day. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Miss Honey. I'm like, why am I am so invested to tomorrow's what you call it? Whole Foods excursion.
Well, at the very least, I'll go home with some groceries.
And a good story.
Right.
All right. Well, enjoy your night. Thank you so much for calling in.
You too. Thanks, Kempire.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love that. Hold on. What Chevette says, you can go to Home Depot and find a little simple stuff for the house. Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff at Home Depot or Lowe's or Walmart. I mean, there's so many places. So please understand, we're using Home Depot as an example, but you can find your man at the gas station. You can find your man at the local, if you're here in New York, Dr. Miss Honey's here in New York. You can find that man at the local deli. When you come out your house, you know what? A lot of times people are coming out of their house in any old thing. And New York is, I get why. Ladies, please understand, for those that are in big cities, especially cities like New York, you're always on guard because, you know, there's a lot of, you know, things that happen on the trains and things like. So I understand giving that grimace. So the crazy one, the killer, it isn't coming for you. I understand that, but start your day off. I'm telling you, that person is right around the corner. Get your energy right. All right, get your energy right. All right. This was fun, guys. We haven't done this in a hot second. How long have I've been live for 2.5 hours? I'm gonna go eat some cake, guys, before it gets late. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our King's Guards for holding us down. This wasn't a planned live, but this was a really good one. Don't forget, you can also hear this on the Kempire podcast. So for those that are here, part of the chat, you want to hear the replay of it, go listen to it on the podcast. It will be available there tomorrow. And let me know your thoughts. Hit me up on X. Shout out to everyone watching on X. I'm sorry, I'm going to be removing this from X after the live. So make sure you follow us on YouTube. And shout out to those of you watching on Twitch. Shout out to our Twitch community as well. And I appreciate you all being here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And happy Black Friday. Don't forget, on Monday, we are doing a special Cyber Monday sale with our friends over at butterskin.com. We'll be live on their website in the evening. I think it's like around 6 p.m. Eastern, but I'll get back to you guys. But stay tuned for that. We'll be giving away stuff. There'll be all kinds of discounts, and it's Cyber Monday. So, excuse me. And let's support this Black business, more importantly. Okay? All right. I appreciate you all being here. Everyone have a great rest of your evening. I will see you all in the replay. Bye, y'all.
Here we go now.